Dear learners, welcome to today's session. So it is a BSOC 131, it is a fourth class. So I told you one thing. I mean tomorrow onwards we are going to start the BSOC 132 class. So what are the leftover two classes there? We are going to conduct on 16th and 17th. Okay. So I welcome to our counselor, Dr. Prashant Kumar Bhoi. Sir, I mean after today, so you will take August 16th and August 17th. The left out two class. So
Sir.
no doubt is a I mean very tough time for all of us. I mean
Sir.
this corona is spreading like anything. So I mean really this Google Meet has helped to us. I mean to just the the breach of the gap are reducing and you are joined through this in this Google Meet you can interact each other. So I mean I request to all of you. I mean whatever the I mean student friends you know, you kindly tell them from tomorrow onwards you are going to start BSOC 132. Okay. So I mean another what I already told you जो 16 और 17 दुई दिन अच्छी अगस्त 16 and 17 ଆମେ ପୁଣି again ESO BSOC 131 जो 3 और 4 କ୍ଲାସଟା ହେଇପାରି ନଥିଲା ସେଇ କ୍ଲାସଟାକୁ ଆମେ 16 17 ରେ କରିବା ଓକେ ସୋ ଆପଣମାନଙ୍କର ସବୁ 132 ଥିବ ସୋ ଆପଣମାନେ କାଲି ସେଇ same link whatever the link I had provided to you in this 131 the same link will work on 132 also okay so I don't want to take much time I welcome to I mean Dr. Voi from today's session. I request to all of the students, please kindly put your mic in the mute mode. Okay. So I welcome you, sir, and I hand over the session to you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. So, dear learners, a very good morning to all of you. And today we are going to have two most important concepts in your sociology. That is your culture, and your community. And another one is also there is your social groups. They are some of the basic concepts in your sociology. And without knowing all these your basic concepts, it is quite difficult for all of you so as to get into sociology properly. So basic concept are must for all of you so as to get the sociology properly. So let's start from your culture. So it is one of the most important your basic concepts in your sociology. And culture ବା ସଂସ୍କୃତି ଆମେ ଯାହାକୁ କହୁଛୁ ଏହା ଉଣାତିକେ ସମସ୍ତେ ଜାଣିଛନ୍ତି. Everybody knows regarding a little bit regarding your culture. Then your and definitely a society, if there is a society means there must be a culture you're linked with that particular society. Every society used to have a peculiar unique your culture with them, and this particular culture is set up your living style, a set of norms, your set up your what is that your traditions, your customs, your folklore, modes, and all that associated with your life. And this bundle that all together your denotes your at your culture. So let's see the culture in this your particular unit. We are going to have the relationship between culture and society. Then the concept of culture as understood in sociology, the unique characteristic of culture as distinct from your biology, then your civilization, elements of culture, cultural traits, and culture complex. Again, we also discuss cultural change and the factors responsible to bring in cultural change, cultural diversity, and your multiculturalism. These are some of the your concepts that are to discussed. Again, we are also going to have the global flow of culture or how there is a change in culture under globalization. How the your westernization, or your industrializations, or the your a broader your exposures of your people, how all these your factors, your influence, their cultural pattern, the cultural traits, and all that is to be discussed. Then in the last year, culture in Indian context is diversity and the unity in diversity. This is your subject matter of your unit 7. So we are going to cover unit 7 and unit 8 today, which is your culture, then your community, and your social groups. So let's start from your culture. So what is culture first? You should know very well what is culture. समझते कौन सी संस्कृति, भारतीय संस्कृति, ओडिया संस्कृति या विभिन्न पाश्चात्य संस्कृति. तो संस्कृति बा कल्चर कहले कौन बुझाए? Simplify ମୁଁ just ଖାଲି ବାକି ଜିନିଷକୁ ଡିଟେଲ ବୁଝିବା ପୂର୍ବରୁ just ଖାଲି ମୋତେ କହିବି ଯେ culture is a way of living. The simplest form ଆମେ ଯଦି କହିବା culture is a way of living. ଏବଂ ତା ସହିତ ଏସୋସିଏଟ ତ ସବୁ କିଛି ଏହା କଲଚର ଅନ୍ତର୍ଭୁକ୍ତ ଆମର ଯୋଉ ଆମେ ଯୋଉ ଏକ ନିର୍ଦ୍ଦିଷ୍ଟ ଏକ ସାମାଜିକ ଜୀବନ ଏକ ନିର୍ଦ୍ଦିଷ୍ଟ ଏକ ଭୂଖଣ୍ଡରେ ଆମେ ଏକ ନିର୍ଦ୍ଦିଷ୍ଟ ସଭ୍ୟତାରେ ଆମେ ବଞ୍ଚୁଛେ ଆମେ ଏକ ନିର୍ଦ୍ଦିଷ୍ଟ ସଂସ୍କୃତି ନେଇକି ବଞ୍ଚୁଛେ ଏବଂ ପ୍ରତ୍ୟେକ ସଂସ୍କୃତି ଯୋଉଟା ଏସୋସିଏଟ ଅଛି ଏକ ନିର୍ଦ୍ଦିଷ୍ଟ ସାମାଜିକ ସମୂହ ସହିତ ନିର୍ଦ୍ଦିଷ୍ଟ ଭାବେ ଅନ୍ୟମାନଙ୍କ କୁ ଯଦି ଆମେ ଦେଖିବା ଅନ୍ୟ ସଂସ୍କୃତି ଦେଖିବା ଡିଫର କରେ କଲଚର differs from your society to society. Anyway, let's see the details of your term culture. So culture and society are mutually interdependent. Definitely, every society has a culture which guides its members. In order to understand the relationship between culture and society, we need to understand what a society is. Already, we have discussed a lot regarding we have defined your society. So, society and culture interdependent, interrelated. So, ଯେହେତୁ ସମାଜ ସହିତ ଅଙ୍ଗାଙ୍ଗୀ ଭାବେ ଜଡିତ ସଂସ୍କୃତି ତେଣୁ ସଂସ୍କୃତିକୁ ବୁଝିବାକୁ ଗଲେ ପ୍ରଥମେ ଲିଟିଲ ବିଟ୍ ଆମେ ଟିକେ ସମାଜକୁ ଦେଖିବେ ଏବଂ ଏହା ସମାଜ ସହିତ ଜଡିତ. So if we see the society, then it's an organized group of individuals, and a culture is an organized group of learned responses characteristic of a particular society. So yeah, society is related. Society is a much larger concept, and culture is an important part of the society that we live in. A society is a group of individuals who interact and share a common culture. Through culture, the members of society experience their lives. मैं भी just ଟିକେ କହୁଥିଲି ଯେ ସମାଜରେ ପ୍ରତ୍ୟେକ ବ୍ୟକ୍ତି ଯେଉଁମାନେ ସମାଜ ସହିତ ଜଡିତ ସମାଜରେ ରହୁଛନ୍ତି ସେମାନେ ଏକ ନିର୍ଦ୍ଦିଷ୍ଟ ସଂସ୍କୃତି ବହନ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ସମାଜର ପ୍ରତ୍ୟେକ ମେମ୍ବର ପରସ୍ପର ସହିତ ଇଣ୍ଟରାକ୍ଟ କରିକି এই ସଂସ୍କୃତିକୁ ସେୟାର କରୁଛନ୍ତି ଏବଂ ସେଇ ସେୟାର୍ଡ ସଂସ୍କୃତିକୁ ପୁଣି ପାର୍କୁଲେଟ ହଉଛି ପୁଣି ଅନ୍ୟ ଏକ ଜେନେରେସନ୍ସ କୁ ଏବଂ ପ୍ରତ୍ୟେକ ଏମିତି ଭାବରେ ସଂସ୍କୃତି ଧୀରେ ଧୀରେ ଅନ୍ୟ ଏକ ଜେନେରେସନ୍ସ କୁ ଯାଉଛି ଏବଂ ତା ମେଣ୍ଟେନ୍ ହେଇକି ରହୁଛି ଯଦିଓ ସାମାଜିକ ପରିବର୍ତ୍ତନ ସହକୁ ଏହି ସଂସ୍କୃତିରେ କିଛିଟା ଭିନ୍ନତା ଆସେ in the process of your social change we are also ଆମେ କିଛିଟା cultural lack material ଏବଂ non material culture ରେ differences ଦେଖୁ କିଛିଟା cultures diffuse କରିଯାଏ କିଛିଟା cultures ଆମର ଆମଠୁ ଦୂରେଇ ଯାଏ ଆମେ ଏକ ନୂଆ cultures କୁ ଆମେ ଆପଣେଇ ଥାଉ ଅନେକ ଗୁଡ଼ିଏ ଜିନିଷ ଅଛି ତ ଏଇଟା ଏ ଯେ ଟୋଟାଲ ଆମେ କହିବା ଯେ ପ୍ରତ୍ୟେକ ସମାଜ ସହିତ ସଂସ୍କୃତି ନିଶ୍ଚିତ ସମାଜ ବିନା ସଂସ୍କୃତି ବିନା ଆମେ ସମାଜ କଥା କଳ୍ପନା କରିପାରିବେନି definitely every members used to have their own share of culture. So a society is a group of individuals who interact and share a common culture. Through culture, the members of society experience their lives. In other words, society refers to persons and groups. Culture is the behavior patterns of these groups which emerge from communal living. ଏବଂ ତାଙ୍କର ଯୋଉ କମ୍ୟୁନାଲ ଲିଭିଂ ରୁ ଯୋଉ ଏକ ନିର୍ଦ୍ଦିଷ୍ଟ ବିହେଭିୟର ପ୍ୟାଟର୍ନ ବାହାରିକି ଆସିଥାଏ ତାହା ହଉଛି କଲଚର ଆମେ ମାର୍କ କରିଥିବେ ପ୍ରତ୍ୟେକ ସଂସ୍କୃତି ପ୍ରତି ସଭ୍ୟତାର ପ୍ରତ୍ୟେକ ଯୋଉଠି ସାମାଜିକ ଆମର ଜୀବନ ରହିଲା ସେଠି ସଂସ୍କୃତି ରହିଛି ଏବଂ ତାହା ଅନ୍ୟ ସମାଜଠୁ ନିର୍ଦ୍ଦିଷ୍ଟ ଭାବେ ଏକ ଭିନ୍ନ ସଂସ୍କୃତି ନିଶ୍ଚୟ ହେଇଥିବ ମାଇଡ ବି ସିନ୍ ଆମର ଇଣ୍ଡିଆନ ସୋସାଇଟିର ଯୋଉ କଲଚର ଆମେ ଏକ୍ସପିରିଏନ୍ସ କରୁଛୁ definitely it is going to have a different one with your American and other your European culture or other your African culture and so culture distinguishes a man from an animal. It is culture that shapes our attitude, beliefs, values, and norms. So, culture and society cannot be separated. So, you cannot separate your culture and society, or it is the part and parcel of your society. That if you see the definition of different scholars in this regard, that your Alfred Kroeber and Clyde had discovered more than 150 definitions of culture. The first definition of culture was given by Tyler. He says, culture is that complex whole which includes knowledge, belief, art, moral, law, custom, and any other capability acquired by man as a member of society. ଏକ ସାମାଜିକ ଜୀବ ରୂପେ ସେ ଗ୍ରହଣ କରିଥିବା ସବୁ କିଛି ଆର୍ଟ ବିଲିଫ କଷ୍ଟମ ଟ୍ରାଡିସନ୍ସ every such of things is your culture associate with him or her. Malinowski, when referring to Arunta society, talks about the behavior patterns like the custom, language, belief, and also the ways of thinking, feeling, and acting, which are important aspects of culture and also applies to any society. Again, if you see the definition of Abraham, he defines that a total way of life of a social group, meaning everything they are, they do, and they have. It is culture. Then it is a complex system that consists of belief, values, standards, practices, language, and technology shared by members of a social group. That is culture. So it is the way of living. Our day to day activities रे आमे जहाँ भी किसी experience करूँ ଆମର ଭାଷାଠୁ ଆରମ୍ଭ କରି ଆମର ଗୀତ ବାଦ୍ୟ ଆମର ପ୍ରଥା ପରମ୍ପରା ଆମର ଖାଇବା ପିଇବା ପିନ୍ଧିବା ସବୁ କିଛି ଆମର ଏକ କଲଚରର ଏକ ଅଂଶ ବିଶେଷ ଏବଂ ଏହା ୟୁନିକ୍ ହେଇଥାଏ ଏକ ନିର୍ଦ୍ଦିଷ୍ଟ ସମାଜ ପାଇଁ ଯାହାକି ତାକୁ ପ୍ରଭେଦ ବା ତା ପାର୍ଥକ୍ୟ ଆଣିଥାଏ ଅନ୍ୟ ଏକ ସମାଜ ସହିତ then culture used in sociological sense would be very different from as it is used in your common parlance if you'll see your view of your Sutherland, then he says that when we study the behavior patterns, the customs, beliefs, language, and other shared ways of thinking, feeling, and acting, we are referring to the culture of the society. The unique aspect of culture is that it is highly variable and is also subject to change. ଏବେ just ଟିକେ ଆଗରୁ କହୁଥିଲି ଯେ ସମାଜ ବହନ କରୁଥିବା ଏକ ନିର୍ଦ୍ଦିଷ୍ଟ ସଂସ୍କୃତି ସାମାଜିକ ପରିବର୍ତ୍ତନ ସହକୁ କିଛିଟା ପରିବର୍ତ୍ତିତ ହୋଇଥାଏ ଚଳନୀରେ ଚିନ୍ତାଧାରାରେ ମେଟେରିଆଲ ଏବଂ ନନ୍ ମେଟେରିଆଲ ବୋଥ ଆସ୍ପେକ୍ଟରେ ଅନେକ ଗୁଡ଼ିଏ ପରିବର୍ତ୍ତନ ଆସିଥାଏ ଆମେ ବି ଲକ୍ଷ୍ୟ କରୁଥିବେ ଆପଣମାନେ ବି ନିଜ ଦୈନନ୍ଦିନ ଜୀବନରେ ଅନୁଭବ କରୁଥିବେ ଯେ ଯୋଉ ପ୍ରକାର ଏକ ସାମାଜିକ ଚଳଣି ଯୋଉ ପ୍ରକାର ଏକ ସାମାଜିକ ଜୀବନ ଯୋଉ ପ୍ରକାର ଚିନ୍ତାଧାରା ଯୋଉ ପ୍ରକାର ବିଲିଫ ସିଷ୍ଟମ ବା ଯୋଉ ପ୍ରକାର ଆଟିଚ୍ୟୁଡ ଥିଲା ତାହା ଏବେ ଯଦି ଆମେ କମ୍ପେୟାର କରିବା 50 years ବିଫୋର ଯେମିତି ଥିଲା ଏବେ ସେମିତିଆ ନାହିଁ ଇଭିନ୍ ଆମର ଖାଇବା ପିଇବାରେ ଆମର ପିନ୍ଧିବାରେ ଆମର ଗୀତ ବାଦ୍ୟ ଆମର କଳା ସଂସ୍କୃତିରେ କଳାରେ ଅନେକ ଗୁଡ଼ିଏ ଚେଞ୍ଜ ଆସିଛି ଏବଂ ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ସ ଅଲ୍ ଡିନୋଟ୍ସ ୟୋର କଲଚର so while human heredity is relatively constant factor culture is variable definitely let's see that your the difference between your culture and biology ଆମେ just ଟିକେ ଆଗରୁ କହୁଥିଲା ଯେ ମଣିଷ ଏବଂ ପଶୁ ଭିତରେ ଏକ ସବୁଥିରୁ ବଡ ତାଙ୍କର ପାର୍ଥକ୍ୟ ହଉଛି ଏହା ଯେ if you differentiate an animal with a human being that an individual possesses culture କଣ ପଶୁ ମାନଙ୍କର ସଂସ୍କୃତି ନାହିଁ କି ନାହିଁ ତାହେଲେ ସେମାନେ କେମିତି ତାଙ୍କର ଜୀବନ ଯାପନ କରୁଛନ୍ତି that is due to your biological instinct ଏକ ନିର୍ଦ୍ଦିଷ୍ଟ instinct ଯୋଗୁଁ ସେମାନେ ସେୟା କରୁଛନ୍ତି that is not culture that is not your learned behavior pattern those are your instinct culture is often contrasted with your biology this distinction between culture and biology becomes important when human society is compared to that of animals humans and animals share the same biological traits like hunger thirst sex etc it can also be said that animals do have certain behavior pattern like humans but there are striking differences between the behavior pattern of both animals and humans for example hunger and sex urge are biological facts but it is culture which determines how these urges are channelized ଆମର ଅନେକ ଗୁଡ଼ିଏ ଆବଶ୍ୟକତା ପଶୁମାନଙ୍କ ସହିତ ସମାନ ବାୟୋଲୋଜିକାଲି ଆମେ ଦେଖିବା ଯେ ଅନେକ ଗୁଡ଼ିଏ ସାମଞ୍ଜସ୍ୟ ତାଙ୍କ ସହିତ ରହିପାରେ କିନ୍ତୁ ଆମେ ଯୋଉ ଅର୍ଜ ଗୁଡାକ ଆମର ଅଛି ଯୋଉ ଆବଶ୍ୟକତା ଗୁଡାକ ଅଛି ସେଟାକୁ ଆମେ ପୁରାପୁରି କଲା ବେଳକୁ ଆମେ ତାକୁ କେମିତି ଚ୍ୟାନେଲାଇଜ କରୁଛୁ by through your learned behavior pattern ସେମାନେ through instinct in human society social behavior is transmitted from generation to generation by communication in contrast to animals in which it is transmitted by heredity this distinguishes human society from the complex insect society as insects are instinctive and do not learn to behave insects can pass on sounds which convey certain meaning but they are unable to produce language hence culture which makes them different from humans in other words animals depend on their instinct but humans use their culture so as to satisfy all your basic needs in our day-to-day life then culture can be transmitted through coding classifying and passing experience through language a distinctive human trait ଆମେ ଆମେ କଲଚର କୁ ଗୋଟେ ପର୍ସନ ରୁ ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ପର୍ସନ କୁ ବା ଗୋଟେ ଜେନେରେସନ ଟୁ ଅନ୍ୟ ଏକ ଜେନେରେସନ କୁ ଆମେ କେମିତି ଦାନ କରୁଛେ through the most important your that your vehicle is your language ଆଉ এই language ନାହିଁ ବୋଲି animals ମାନେ ହୁଏତ ତାଙ୍କର way of living କୁ ଅନ୍ୟ ପାଖକୁ ସେମାନେ transmit କରି ପାରୁନାହାନ୍ତି so I can say that language is the vehicle through which this your culture percolates from one generation to one individual to another ଆମେ ଯାହା ବି କିଛି ଶିଖିଛେ ଆମର ଯୋଉ ଜୀବନ ଯାପନ ଶୈଳୀ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ଯାହା ବି ରହିତ ନା କାହିଁକି ଆମେ ଯଦି କହିବା ଏଟା ଆମେ କାହାଠୁ ଶିଖିଲେ from immediate environment that is your family then from the peer group then your community then from a broader sense ଶିଖିଲେ from the society so culture is a learned pattern behavior art of living and the vehicle is your that is your language It can be said that a major difference between humans and animals is the inability of the animals to use symbols. But humans have a way of manipulating symbols, and they even express abstract concepts using the symbols. We also use symbols so as to transmit our culture. Uh, from the time immemorial, your several symbols are used so as to your denote your our culture. By symbols, we mean a value or meaning attached to a particular object. ଆମେ ଏକ object କୁ ଏକ value ଦେଇଥାଉ ଏବଂ that works that your symbolize as a symbol. As human, we tend to attach value to a particular object. For example, the national flag is not any other piece of cloth but a symbol which has a meaning. Similarly, to a Christian, a cross is a symbol of salvation. So all these symbols, they also denotes, they also express now we'll discuss a little bit on your cultural trait. ସଂସ୍କୃତିର ଲକ୍ଷଣ ସମ୍ବନ୍ଧରେ ଆମେ ସେ traits ଯାକ କଣ କଣ culture ରେ traits are the smallest elements of a culture. There are many cultural traits in every culture. Each culture has certain components of traits like your ritual, celebration of different festivals, which distinguish one culture from your other. These traits, in a particular culture, it makes a difference with your other society, other societal culture. Among it traits that may be your that is like your any ritual, any celebration. ଯେମିତିକି ଆମେ ଯଦି ଓଡିଆ ସମାଜକୁ ଦେଖିବେ ବେଙ୍ଗଲୀ ସମାଜକୁ ଦେଖିବେ if you see others your ଯଦି ବାହାରକୁ ଦେଖିବେ ଆମେରିକାନ ସୋସାଇଟିକୁ ଦେଖିବେ ଆଫ୍ରିକାନ ସୋସାଇଟିକୁ ଦେଖିବେ their rituals, their way of living, their language, their communication style, all sorts of things, their belief practices, attitudes, all these are all your small traits attached with your culture, and that is that differs from your one culture with another. So even touching feet, shaking hands, taking a particular diet, wearing sari are all cultural traits. এই ছোট ଜିନିଷ ଗୁଡାକ ଆମର traits ଅନ୍ତର୍ଭୁକ୍ତ. When cultural traits combine together, they produce culture complex. ଏଇଟା ମିଶିକି culture complex ହେଇଥାନ୍ତି. Then a culture complex is not an institution but is the outcome of interactions between several institutions. They are defined as a pattern of the interrelations of cultural traits. A cultural traits जो interrelations को हमें देखिए that your lead to your that is your culture complex. That suppose ଗୋଟେ example ଏଠି ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି by Sutherland, that is your how regarding your kava drinking. ଭଲ example ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି. Sutherland says that kava drinking is observed among the Samoans, which is a culture trait of the Samoans. But it is not only about drinking the non-alcoholic beverage, but there are rituals of preparing and serving the beverage, pouring out the first cup as a libation to the gods. There is also a ceremonial precedence of serving the kava and the mythological belief in the background of this year's ceremony. ଆମେ ବି ମଧ୍ୟ ଆମେ ଯେମିତି ଓଡ଼ିଶାରେ ଆମେ ଜଗନ୍ନାଥ ସଂସ୍କୃତି ବୋଲି କହୁ, ଜଗନ୍ନାଥ ସଂସ୍କୃତି ଜଗନ୍ନାଥଙ୍କ ସହିତ ଆଟାଚ୍ ଥିବା ସବୁ ବିଲିଫ ପ୍ରାକ୍ଟିସ ସବୁ ସିଷ୍ଟମ ଏକ ୟୁନିକ୍. ଆମର ଯେମିତିକି ସପୋଜ ମହାପ୍ରସାଦ କଥା ଉଠେ, ଅବଢା କଥା ଉଠେ, a lot of things, the cooking procedure and all that, ଏସବୁ କାହା ସହିତ ଜଡ଼ିତ? ଜଗନ୍ନାଥଙ୍କ ସହିତ ଜଡ଼ିତ, ଲର୍ଡ ଜଗନ୍ନାଥଙ୍କ ସହିତ. So that particular ସେଇ particular traits ଆମେ କହୁଛୁ that is your the culture associated with your Jagannath. So every society they used to have a particular your traits. Complex traits are there. Complex your culture there is there associated with your particular society. So the kava drinking is tied with many other aspects of the shaman. In this way, the kava drinking is related to many other traits, making it a kava complex. Example regarding your culture complex. When similar cultural traits are found in a particular area, it is called a culture area. Suppose in a particular area we find these traits, your that resemblance is there, similarity is there, so far your culture is concerned, then we can say that it's a your culture area. Then we'll go details of your culture. Let's see the characteristic of culture. The features will enable you, will give you a clarity regarding your concept that culture is social. Culture is acquired through social life. Human being is a social animal and has a culture of its own. Culture is shaped by our social interaction and is bound up with social relations with the members of a group. ମୁଁ ଆଶା କରୁଛି ଯେ ଯୋଉ ଲାଙ୍ଗୁଏଜ ଅଛି ଆମର ଯୋଉ ଏତେ ଏତେ ଆମର ଯୋଉ ୟୁନିଟ୍ 7 ରେ ବା ୟୁନିଟ୍ 8 ବା ଅନ୍ୟ ୟୁନିଟ୍ ରେ ଇଟ୍ ଇଜ ଟୁ ସିମ୍ପଲ। ତ ଆଶା କରୁଛି ଯେ ସିମ୍ପଲ ଇଂଲିଶ ଆପଣମାନଙ୍କ କୁ ବୁଝିବା ପାଇଁ କିଛି ଅସୁବିଧା ହଉନଥିବ। ଯଦି ଇନ କେସ୍ କୌଣସି ଜାଗାରେ ଯଦି ଆସିଲା ଦେନ୍ ଡେଫିନେଟଲି ଆଇ am going to explain you in Oriya. So a human being is a social animal and has a culture of its own. Culture is shaped by our social interactions and is bound up with social relations with the members of a group. Culture regulates the behavior of the members of a group and fulfills man's needs like hunger, shelter, clothing. ଆମେ ଆମର ଯୋଉ ଆବଶ୍ୟକତା ଗୁଡାକ ଯୋଉ ଅଛି ବେସିକ ନିଡ୍ସ ଗୁଡାକ ଅଛି ତାକୁ ଆମେ ଚ୍ୟାନେଲାଇଜ କରୁଛୁ ଥ୍ରୁ ଦିସ୍ କଲଚର। କଲଚରାଲ ଯୋଉ ଆମେ ଯୋଉ ବିହେଭିୟର ପ୍ୟାଟର୍ନ ଶିଖିଛେ ସେ ବିହେଭିୟର ପ୍ୟାଟର୍ନକୁ ଆମେ ୟୁଜ କରୁଛୁ ସୋ ଏଜ ଟୁ satisfy all the needs that we require in our day to day life, in our entire life. And this particular behavior pattern is shared through communications with other members ଏବଂ ଏହି ହିସାବରେ ଏକ କଲଚରାଲ ଏକ ଆମେ କହିବା ଯେ ଗୋଟେ ଗିଭ୍ ଆଣ୍ଡ ଟେକ୍ ଇଏ ଆସେ ଏବଂ ସେ କଲଚରକୁ ଆମେ ପ୍ରିଜର୍ଭ କରିଥାଉ ଲଙ୍ଗ ଟାଇମ ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ଏବଂ we used to percolate them to other generation also. So that your for your client, culture is a design for living. Culture is defined as a social adjustment or the means by which man adjusts to his environment. ଆମେ ଏକ ନିର୍ଦ୍ଦିଷ୍ଟ ସଂସ୍କୃତି ବହନ କରୁଛେ ଏବଂ ସେଇ ନିର୍ଦ୍ଦିଷ୍ଟ ସଂସ୍କୃତି ସେହି ପାର୍ଟିକୁଲାର ସମାଜରେ ଆମକୁ ନିଜକୁ ଖାପ ଖୁଆଇବା ପାଇଁ ସାହାଯ୍ୟ କରୁଛି। ଆମେ ସେହି ସମାଜର ୱେ ଅଫ ଲିଭିଂ ଏକ୍ସପେକ୍ଟେସନ୍ସ ଏଭ୍ରି ସର୍ଟ ଅଫ ଥିଙ୍ଗସକୁ ଆମେ ଜାଣିପାରୁଛେ ଏବଂ ସେହି ସମାଜରେ ଏକ ଅଂଶବିଶେଷ ଭାବେ ରହିପାରୁଛେ। Culture is a behavior acquired by man from birth and as a member of society. ଆମେ ସଂସ୍କୃତିକୁ ବହନ କରିଥାଉ। ଆମେ from the very beginning your family as a primary group, then your neighbor, then your peer group, then others your primary groups, they used to internalize all these your cultural your traits within us ଏବଂ ତାକୁ ଆମେ ଭେରି ବାର୍ଥ ଜନ୍ମଠୁ ସେ ସବୁଗୁଡାକୁ ଆମ ଭିତରେ ଆମେ ଶିଖିଥାଉ ଏବଂ ଜାଣିଥାଉ। ଦେଖି ବେଲେ ବେଲେ ଛୋଟ ଛୋଟ ଛୁଆ ମାନଙ୍କ ଠାରେ ଅନେକ ଗୁଡେ ଜିନିଷ ଦେଖିବାକୁ ମିଳେ ଦେଖିଲେ ଆଶ୍ଚର୍ଯ୍ୟ ଲାଗେ ଜାଣିଲେ କେମିତି but that particular way of living, that behavior pattern has been acquired from the family itself. So from the very birth we used to learn all that behavior pattern of a particular culture, of a particular society. When a human baby is born, it is helpless. It does not have the pattern of behavior that is required for living in society or culture. It is not inmate. The baby learns the behavior and culture from the elders and is socialized to become a member of society. ସେ ନିଜର ବରିଷ୍ଠ ଯୋଉମାନେ ଅଛନ୍ତି ମେମ୍ବର୍ସ ଅଫ ଦ ଫ୍ୟାମିଲି ତାଙ୍କଠୁ ସେ ପାର୍ଟିକୁଲାର ସେ ୱେ ଅଫ ଲିଭିଂ କୁ ସେ ଶିଖିଥାଏ। ତାକୁ ଅନ୍ୟ ମେମ୍ବର୍ସ ଅଫ ଦ ୟୁର ଫ୍ୟାମିଲି ତାକୁ ସେ ସବୁ ଜିନିଷ ଇଣ୍ଟରନାଲାଇଜ କରିଥାନ୍ତି। ସେଥିପାଇଁ ବେଲେ ବେଲେ ସଂସ୍କୃତି ସଂସ୍କାରର କଥା ଆସେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଜଣେ ଡେଭିଏଣ୍ଟ ବିହେଭିୟର ସେ ଡିସପ୍ଲେ କରିଥାଏ ସମାଜରେ ବା ଅନଏକ୍ସପେକ୍ଟେଡ ତାର ଯଦି ଆମେ ବିହେଭିୟର ପ୍ୟାଟର୍ନ ଦେଖିଲେ ଆମେ କହୁ କଣ ତୁ ନିଜର ସଂସ୍କୃତି ଜାଣିନୁ କିରେ ତ ଅନେକ କଥା ଉଠେ। ସୋ ଏ ବେବି ହ୍ୱେନେଭର ସେ ତାର ୱେ ଅଫ ତାର ଚାଲିଛି ତାର ଯୋଉ ପ୍ରୋସେସ ରେ ସେ ଶିଖି ଶିଖି ଯାଉଛି ସମାଜରେ ନିଜ ଲୋକମାନଙ୍କ ଠାରୁ ଦ ପ୍ୟାଟର୍ନ ଅଫ ବିହେଭିୟର। ସୋ in course of time man become human by acquiring the culture of a particular society and is thus called culture bearing animal. ଏକ ବାୟୋଲୋଜିକାଲ ଅର୍ଗାନିଜମ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆମେ ଜନ୍ମ ହଉଛେ ପରବର୍ତ୍ତୀ ସମୟରେ ଆମେ ଏକ ହ୍ୟୁମାନ ବିଙ୍ଗ ରେ ରୂପାନ୍ତରିତ ହଉଛେ ସେତେବେଳେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆମେ ସେହି ସମାଜର ଆମେ କଲଚରକୁ ବହନ କରୁଛେ ଆମେ ତାପରେ ହେଇଯାଉଛେ କଲଚର ବିୟରିଂ ଆନିମାଲ ଅର ସୋସିଆଲ ଆନିମାଲ। The influence of culture on human beings is hence deep rooted. After man learns a culture, culture is internalized and is shared by the members of the group, and culture is shared through communication and cooperation by the members of a society. এবং এই লার্ন বিহেভিয়ার প্যাଟর্ন কু এই কলচর কু আমি থ্রু কম্ୟୁନିକେସନ ସେୟାର କରିଥାଉ ଏବଂ ତାହା ଏକ ପାର୍ଟିକୁଲାର ସମାଜ ରହୁଥିବା ସମସ୍ତ ମେମ୍ବର୍ସ ମାନେ ସେଇ କଲଚରର ଅଂଶୀଦାର ହୋଇଥାନ୍ତି। Again, culture is transmitted definitely. Culture is handed down from one generation to the other and also between nations and people within the lifetime. Culture is what we receive from previous generations and subsequently adapt to. Culture is transmitted to humans by parents, teachers, friends, through traditions, customs, etc. Thus, we learn all your cultural pattern and the behavior pattern. And then culture is transmitted to humans by your parents, teachers, and other your peer groups, primary groups, secondary groups, and all that. Then Cultural transmissions is different from genetic transmissions. It is not as like your genetic transmission. One has no control on genetic transmission, such as skin color, hair, and color of eyes, but through culture, man acquires the habits, thoughts, attitudes of his or her parents, and through this, it is transmitted to the group. It is unlike your genetic transmissions. The your culture, you can you transmit it, but you can acquire your change your culture also in the your later phase. But in case of genetic transmission, it is definitely going to persist. So again, then your Linton says that the culture is the way of life of the members of a society. It is the collection of ideas and habits which they learn, share, and transmit from generation to generation. Then we can say that culture is symbolic. A symbol is something on which some value is bestowed by us or it has a meaning. Whenever we attach a particular value with an object, then it becomes a symbol. जस्ट क्या କହୁଛି ଯେମିତିକି ନ୍ୟାସନାଲ ଫ୍ଲାଗ ଏକ ସାଧାରଣ ଏକ କ୍ଲଥ ନୁହେଁ, ଏକ ସାଧାରଣ ଏକ କପଡ଼ା ନୁହେଁ, ରାଦର ଏହା ସହିତ ଏକ ଆମେ value attach କରୁଛୁ with that your national flag and you're giving respect, that becoming a symbol. So the meaning of symbol is a matter of cultural your intervention. For example, the national flag is not any piece of cloth but has a culture. Similarly, to the Christians, the cross is a symbol of salvation. So culture is symbolic. And another, the most important thing is that culture is dynamic. ଆମେ ସଂସ୍କୃତିକୁ ଯଦି ଦେଖିବେ ଏହା static ନୁହେଁ. In the just ଟିକେ ଆଗରୁ କହିଥିଲି, in the process of your social change, ଆମେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆକୁ ଆକୁ ବଢୁଛେ, ସମାଜ ପ୍ରୋଗ୍ରେସ କରୁଛି, ତା ସହିତ କିଛି ମାତ୍ରାରେ ଏ ସଂସ୍କୃତିରେ ମଧ୍ୟ ଭିନ୍ନତା ପରିଲକ୍ଷିତ ହେଉଛି ଗୋଟେ ଜେନେରେସନ ଟୁ ଅନ୍ୟ ଜେନେରେସନ୍ସକୁ। ଯେମିତି 50-100 ବର୍ଷ ପୂର୍ବରୁ ଥିବା ଲୋକମାନଙ୍କର ତାଙ୍କ ଜୀବନଯାପନ ଶୈଳୀ, ତାଙ୍କର ଚିନ୍ତାଧାରା, ତାଙ୍କର ସବୁ କିଛି ଖାଇବା ପିଇବା ପିନ୍ଧିବା ଏବଂ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନରେ ଅନେକ ଗୁଡ଼ିଏ ଆମେ ପରିବର୍ତ୍ତନ ଲକ୍ଷ୍ୟ କରିଥାଉ। So culture is dynamic. It is no longer seen as static, natural, well-bounded, and independent of political power. Culture is constantly undergoing change and often adapts to external forces. Even this your culture, that adapts to your external forces. আমার আমি ଦେଖିବେ ଭାରତକୁ ଯଦି ଦେଖିବେ ପ୍ରାୟ ଶହ ଶହ ବର୍ଷ ଆମେ ବିଦେଶୀ ମାନଙ୍କ ଦ୍ୱାରା ଆମେ ଶାସିତ ହେଇଛୁ। We are ruled by the your foreign rulers, alien rulers. ଯେମିତିକି ସପୋଜ ମୁଗଲସ ଆସିଲେ ଏଠିକି, ବ୍ରିଟିଶର୍ସ ଆସିଲେ ଏଠିକି, ମଝିରେ ମଝିରେ ପର୍ତ୍ତୁଗୀଜ, ଫ୍ରେଞ୍ଚ। ତ ଯୋଉମାନେ ବହୁତ ଦିନ ଏଠି ରହିଲେ, ଶାସନ କରିକି ରହିଲେ, ଯୋଉ ଲୋକମାନେ ଇର୍ଦ ଗିର୍ଦରେ ଆମର ଏଠି ହିନ୍ଦୁ ମାନଙ୍କ ସହିତ ଆଟାଚ ହେଇକି ରହିଲେ, ତ ସେଇମାନଙ୍କ କିଛିଟା ସଂସ୍କୃତି ଆମକୁ ପ୍ରଭାବିତ କଲା ଏବଂ ସେଇ ସଂସ୍କୃତିର କିଛିଟା ଝଲକ ଆମ ଜୀବନ ଯାପନ ଶୈଳୀରେ ମଧ୍ୟ ଦେଖିବାକୁ ମିଳିଥାଏ। ଯେମିତିକି ଆମର ସାର୍ଟ ପ୍ୟାଣ୍ଟ କୋଟ ପିନ୍ଧିବା, କି ସପୋଜ ଆମର ଖାଇବାରେ ଆମେ ବିଭିନ୍ନ ନନଭେଜ ଯୋଉ ଡିସେସ୍ ଖାଉଛେ, ଲାଇକ ଦ୍ୟାଟ ଇଜ ଅଲ୍ ଫ୍ରମ ୟୋର ଇସଲାମ ତାଙ୍କର ଇନଫ୍ଲୁଏନ୍ସ ରହୁଛି, କିମ୍ବା ଆମର ଅନେକ ଗୁଡ଼ିଏ ଜୀବନ ଶୈଳୀରେ ଯୋଉ ପରିବର୍ତ୍ତିତ ଜୀବନ ଶୈଳୀ ଅଛି, ଦ୍ୟାଟ ଇଜ ଇନଫ୍ଲୁଏନ୍ସ ବାଇ ୟୋର ଅଦର କଲଚର। ତ ସୋ ଇଟ ଇଜ ଡାଇନାମିକ ବାଇ ନେଚର ଏବଂ ଏଇ ଚେଞ୍ଜ ଯୋଉ ଆସେ ମଝିରେ ମଝିରେ ସେଥିକୁ ଆମେ ଆଡାପ୍ଟ ଥ୍ରୁ କରିଥାଉ ଏଇ ଏକ୍ସଟର୍ନାଲ ଫୋର୍ସେସ ମାନଙ୍କର ତାଙ୍କର ଯୋଉ ସଂସ୍କୃତି ଅଛି। It also undergoes internal adaptations and change. Various parts of culture are integrated with each other to constitute a whole. Then let's see what the types of culture. Types of culture, that your material and non-material culture. ଆମେ କୋଉଟାକୁ ଆମେ material culture ର ଅନ୍ତର୍ଭୁକ୍ତ କରୁଛୁ, କୋଉଟାକୁ non-material culture ଆମେ ବୋଲି କହୁଛୁ। Material culture, that your material culture refers to the objects which satisfy the material needs of human beings. ମ୍ୟାଟେରିଆଲଟା ଯୋଉଟା ଆମେ ଦେଖିପାରୁଛେ, ଯୋଉଟା ଆମ ସହିତ ଜଡ଼ିତ ଆମ ଦୈନନ୍ଦିନ ଜୀବନ ଯାପନ ସହିତ, ଲାଇକ୍ ୟୋର ହାଉସେସ୍, means of transport, factories, food item, etc. These are your material your culture. ତାପରେ they are the tangible aspects of society. Non-material culture, on the other hand, refers to non-tangible aspects of culture like your customs, ideas, beliefs, patterns of communication. All these are non-material culture. All your ideas, all your values, all your attitude, or every sort of thing, customs, traditions, all your non-material one. There are a lot of debates as to what should be included in the ambit of culture. Some anthropologists believe only those aspects which can be communicated can be a part of culture. Many others also include objects your in the definition of culture, like your Gideon and Sutton say that culture has always dealt with a non-material aspect. It had not conventionally included the material artifacts like the buildings, furniture, but this had changed as gradually socialists became interested in your material culture. So both material and non-material culture, material objects are part of culture. Culture not only includes knowledge, beliefs, and practices, but also include man-made objects like your tools, building, means of transport, and communication, or various your facts. Both material and non-material objects, they are the part of your culture. Again, according to your Green, culture is the socially transmitted system of idealized ways of knowledge, practice, and your belief, along with your artifacts that knowledge and practice produce and maintain as they change in time. Then we'll see the elements of culture. Culture ବିଭିନ୍ନ ଉପାଦାନକୁ ଯଦି ଆମେ ଦେଖିବେ କଣ କଣ ସେଇଟା କୋଉ କୋଉ କାହାକୁ ନେଇକି କଲଚର ଆମେ ହଉଛି there is first your language. Language is one of the most important element of your culture. So language is the most important element of culture. The essence of a culture is reflected in the language, which facilitates day-to-day interactions with other people. ମୁଁ କହୁଥିଲି ଯେ ଲାଙ୍ଗୁଏଜ ହେଉଛି ମାଧ୍ୟମ ଏକ ବାହନ ଯାହାଦ୍ୱାରା କି କଲଚର ଟ୍ରାନ୍ସମିଟ୍ କରିଥାଏ. Language is the most important element of culture. The essence of a culture is reflected in the language, which facilitates day-to-day interactions with other people. The use of language distinguishes human beings from the other species. It is instrumental in the transmission of cultural tradition from one generation to another, as it is infused with your meaning. Then your Safir says that language is not given but is culturally determined, and through language, reality is interpreted in different ways. For example, in the your Arab world, in which people depend on camels, there are 3,000 words for camels. Similarly, when we describe vegetables like your drumstick, bitter gourd, in Indian words, we don't use any adjective, but the English words reflect the taste or appearance of these vegetables. As thus, language and culture are intertwined. Language is the most important element of your culture. ସେଥିପାଇଁ ତ ଆମକୁ ସୁବିଧା ହଉଛି ଯେ so that we can percolate this particular your way of living to the other generations also. Then another your most important element is your belief. Belief. Uh, Abraham says that belief is a statement or idea about reality which people accept as true. एक important your element part of your culture, that's your belief system. For example, many people in the India believe in God, and many auspicious occasions like marriage are scheduled on the basis of auspicious dates. Even marriages are fixed when the horoscope of the bride and the groom matches. But beliefs are not static and are subject to change over time. ଆମର ପ୍ରତ୍ୟେକ ଶସ୍ୟ ସହିତ ବିଶ୍ୱାସ ପ୍ରତ୍ୟେକ ଶସ୍ୟ ସହିତ ଏକ ନିର୍ଦ୍ଦିଷ୍ଟ ଏକ ଚିନ୍ତାଧାରା ଜଡ଼ିତ ଥାଏ ଯାହାକି ସମୟ ସହିତ ହୁଏ ମେ ବି ଚେଞ୍ଜ କରିପାରେ କିନ୍ତୁ ଲୋକେ ତାକୁ ଷ୍ଟ୍ରିକ୍ଟ କରିଥାନ୍ତି. ଆମ ସଂସ୍କୃତି ସହିତ ଜଡ଼ିତ ଅନେକ ଗୁଡ଼ିଏ ବିଶ୍ୱାସ ଅନେକ ଗୁଡ଼ିଏ ପରମ୍ପରାକୁ ଲୋକେ ଏକଦମ ପୁରା ଷ୍ଟ୍ରିକ୍ଟଲି ଅବଜର୍ଭ କରନ୍ତି. ଆମର ୱେ ଅଫ୍ ଲିଭିଂରେ ସେ ଜିନିଷର ଝଲକ ଦେଖିବାକୁ ମିଳେ ଯାହାକି ଏଠି ଏକ୍ଜାମ୍ପଲ ସେ ଦଉଥିଲେ ରିଗାର୍ଡିଂ ଦ ଇନଷ୍ଟିଟ୍ୟୁସନ ଅଫ ମ୍ୟାରେଜ. ଇନଷ୍ଟିଟ୍ୟୁସନ ଅଫ ମ୍ୟାରେଜରେ ଆମେ ଅନେକ ଗୁଡ଼ିଏ ଏମିତିଆ କିଛି ଆକ୍ଟିଭିଟିଜ ଆମର ରହୁଛି ସୋସିଆଲ ଆକ୍ଟିଭିଟିଜ ଯାହାକି ଆମର ସଂସ୍କୃତି ସହିତ ତାହା ଆଟାଚ ଅଛି ବୋଲି କୁହାଯିବ ଏବଂ ତାକୁ ଲୋକେ ଡେଫିନେଟଲି ଦେ ଆର୍ ଗୋଇଂ ଟୁ ଅବଜର୍ଭ ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ anyway. Then if you see the belief system, uh, but this your belief system may get changed within your time, your reference. We may be practicing a certain belief, but by coming in contact with other cultures, we may change our beliefs. People migrating to cities may set up some of the your superstitious beliefs, but in many other occasions, the belief towards something is so strong that we may not be able to let it go. प्रत्येक संस्कृति सहित एक निर्दिष्ट विश्वास एक निर्दिष्ट परंपरा जड़ित ताकू हुए तो परवर्ती समय आम जिते सोशल चेंज रे आम वी आर ड्यू टू योर इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन ड्यू टू योर ग्लोबलाइजेशन ଆମର ମାଇଗ୍ରେସନ ହଉଛି, ୟୁ ଆର୍ লিডিଂ ଏ ଅର୍ବାନ ୱେ ଅଫ୍ ଲାଇଫ, ହয়তো ଏଇ କିଛିଟା ବିଲିଫ ସିଷ୍ଟମ ରେ ପରିବର୍ତ୍ତନ ଆସିପାରେ, କିନ୍ତୁ ନଟ୍ ଏଜ ଏ ହୋଲ। ଏବଂ ଅନେକ ସମୟରେ we are bound to uh, adapt to all these your belief system which are your related and your attached with your culture. Then let's see the norms. There are some norms in your associated with every culture. Norms. Norms are the prescribed rules of society which guides the behavior of the members of a society. ନିୟମ ଯେତିକି ଅଛି ସାମାଜିକ ନିୟମ ଗୁଡିକ ଯାହାକି ଆମର ସମାଜରେ ରହିଛି, ଏବଂ ଏହି ସାମାଜିକ ନିୟମ ଗୁଡିକ ଆମକୁ ଗାଇଡ କରୁଛି, ଆମର ୱେ ଅଫ ଲିଭିଂ କୁ ସେ ଗାଇଡ କରୁଛି, ଏବଂ ଆମେ ସେଇ ନିୟମ ଗୁଡିକ ମାନି ଆମର ଦୈନନ୍ଦିନ ଜୀବନରେ ଅନେକ ଗୁଡ଼ିଏ ଆବଶ୍ୟକତା ଗୁଡ଼ିକୁ ଆମେ ପୁରାପୁରି କରିବାକୁ ଚେଷ୍ଟା କରୁଛୁ। So these are your prescribed your rules, prescribed your norms ଯାହାକି ଆମର behavior pattern କୁ shape କରୁଛି। Sutherland say that social norms are your developed and group held standards of behavior of the groups, and particularly a जो norm टा ଆମେ କହୁଛୁ, a norm ଟା it is your backed by your group your what is that support, ଏକ ନିର୍ଦ୍ଦିଷ୍ଟ ସମାଜରେ ରହୁଥିବା ସଦସ୍ୟ ମାନଙ୍କ ଦ୍ୱାରା ଏହା ଅନୁମୋଦିତ ଅଟେ, ତେଣୁ ଏହାକୁ ସହଜରେ ଏଡ଼ାଯାଇ ପାରେ ନାହିଁ। ସାମାଜିକ ନିୟମ ଗୁଡ଼ିକ ଯାହା ଅଛି ତାହା it is sanctioned by the group of the people, those are your attached with that particular society. So it is the group held standards of behavior of the group members that direct the conduct of the members of the society, or it is the guideline for appropriate behavior. ଆମେ କେମିତି ଆମର ବିହେଭିୟର କୁ ଡିସପ୍ଲେ କରିବେ, ଆମେ ବିଭିନ୍ନ ଆମର ଆବଶ୍ୟକତାକୁ ପୁରା କଲା ବେଲେ ଆମେ ବିଭିନ୍ନ ରୋଲ ପ୍ଲେ status enjoy କରୁଛୁ, ସେତେବେଳେ definitely we are supposed to display a certain pattern of behavior, and that must be sanctioned, that must be guided by this your social norms. For Harlamus, a norm is a specific guide to action which defines acceptable and appropriate behavior in particular situations. In different situations in the society, we are bound to display certain behaviors, and definitely it should be as per the social norms. For example, in every society, there are norms governing dressing patterns. In particular occasion, we tend to wear a particular kind of dress. We wear different dresses when we go to party, a funeral, a coffee, or even a hospital. But norms vary from society to society. For example, in tribal society, wearing a particular dress is acceptable, but in other society, it is not. All these your norms, they act as your guidelines, and ଯାହାକି ଆମର ଦୈନନ୍ଦିନ ଜୀବନରେ ଆମର ୱେ ଅଫ ଲିଭିଂ କୁ କଣ୍ଟ୍ରୋଲ କରୁଛି। ଆମେ ଏକ ନିର୍ଦ୍ଦିଷ୍ଟ ନର୍ମ ଦ୍ୱାରା ପରିଚାଳିତ ହେଇଥାଉ। ଦେନ୍ norms can be both formal and informal. ଆମେ କିଛିଟା ଏଇ ଯୋଉ ନର୍ମସ ଗୁଡାକ ଅଛି କିଛିଟା ଷ୍ଟ୍ରଙ୍ଗ ଲେ ଅପୋଜ କରନ୍ତି ସୋସାଇଟିରେ ଯଦି ଆମେ ନ ମାନିବେ, ଏବଂ କିଛି ନର୍ମସ ଯଦି ଆମେ ଯଦି ଭାଇଲେଟ କଲେ ତା ସହିତ ଆମର ପନିଶମେଣ୍ଟ ଆଟାଚ ମଧ୍ୟ ଅଛି। ଯାହା ସହିତ ପନିଶମେଣ୍ଟ ଆଟାଚ ଅଛି, that is your formal norms and informal norms, ଦୁଇଟା ଏକ ନର୍ମ କାମ କରୁଛି। Formal norms are written down and attract your punishment when violated. ଆମେ ଯଦି ଫର୍ମାଲ ନର୍ମସ ଗୁଡାକୁ ନ ମାନିବେ ତା ସହିତ ଆମର ପନିଶମେଣ୍ଟ ଆଟାଚ ଅଛି। ଏବଂ କିଛିଟା ଏମିତିଆ କିଛି ନିୟମ ଅଛି ଯାହାକି ଇନଫର୍ମାଲ ଇନ ନେଚର, ଆମେ ନ ମାନିଲେ ଜଷ୍ଟ ଖାଲି ଆମେ ଟିକେ ନିନ୍ଦା ଅପବାଦ ଟିକେ ସହିବେ କିମ୍ବା କମେଣ୍ଟ କରିବେ ଲୋକମାନେ ସମାଜରେ, କିନ୍ତୁ ଏହା ସହିତ କୌଣସି ପନିଶମେଣ୍ଟ ଆଟାଚ ଏଠି ନଥାଏ। Informal norms are not formally written down but are generally accepted. Like formal norms are explicit norms, like the explicit rules imposed by schools about uniform etc. ଯେମିତି କି ଗୋଟେ ଏକ୍ସାମ୍ପଲ ସେ ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି ଯେ ପ୍ରତ୍ୟେକ ସ୍କୁଲର ତାର ନର୍ମସ ହଉଛି ଏହା, ଫର୍ମାଲ ନର୍ମସ ହଉଛି ଏହା ଯେ ସମସ୍ତେ ସ୍କୁଲର ଯୋଉ ଡ୍ରେସ କୋଡ ଅଛି ତାହା ପିନ୍ଧିକି ଆସିବେ, ଯଦି ପିନ୍ଧିକି ନ ଆସିବେ ତାହେଲେ ପନିଶମେଣ୍ଟ ହେବ। ଏହା ପୁରା ଏକଦମ ରିଟିନ ପୁରା ନର୍ମ। ସମାଜରେ ମଧ୍ୟ ଏମିତି କେତେଟା ନର୍ମସ ଅଛି ଯାହାକି ରିଟିନ, once you violated means you are inviting your punishment. ହଁ କେତେଟା ନିୟମ ଅଛି, ଇନଫର୍ମାଲ ନର୍ମସ କେତେଟା ଅଛି, ଯେମିତି କି ସପୋଜ ଇମ୍ପ୍ଲିସିଟ ନର୍ମସ ଗୁଡାକ ଯୋଉ ଅଛି, ସପୋଜ ଯଦି ତମେ ଏକ ନିର୍ଦ୍ଦିଷ୍ଟ ତମେ ଜଣେ ଆମର ସାମାଜିକ ନିୟମ ଅଛି ଯେ ଗୋଟେ ଅତିଥିକୁ ଆସିଲେ ଆମେ ଡେଫିନେଟଲି ତାର ଅତିଥି ଚର୍ଚ୍ଚା କରିବେ ବା ତାଙ୍କୁ ଆମେ ଅନେକ ଗୁଡ଼ିଏ ଜିନିଷ କରିବେ, କି ତା ଯଦି ନ କଲେ ଆମେ ଖାଲି ଜଷ୍ଟ ନିନ୍ଦା ବା ପାର୍ଟି ଆମେ ସହୁଛୁ, କିନ୍ତୁ ସେଥିପାଇଁ କୌଣସି ପନିଶମେଣ୍ଟ ଆଟାଚ ନାହିଁ। So implicit norms can be some restrictions on the public display of affections or norms governing dress that we discussed above. ଯେମିତି କି ସପୋଜ ଆମେ ଆମକୁ ଏକ ସମାଜ ଏକ୍ସପେକ୍ଟ କରୁଛି ଯେ ଯେ ହ୍ୟୁମାନ୍ ବିଙ୍ଗ ଅଫ ଦ୍ୟାଟ ପାର୍ଟିକୁଲାର ମେମ୍ବର୍ସ ଅଫ ଦ୍ୟାଟ ପାର୍ଟିକୁଲାର ସୋସାଇଟି ଆମେ ଏକ ନିର୍ଦ୍ଦିଷ୍ଟ ପ୍ରକାର ଡ୍ରେସ ପିନ୍ଧିବା କଥା, କିନ୍ତୁ ଆମେ ଏକ ୱେଷ୍ଟର୍ଣ୍ଣ ଡ୍ରେସ ଆମେ ମାନଙ୍କ ସବୁ ପିନ୍ଧିଲେ, ତମେ ଏକ ଏକ ରୂଢ଼ିବାଦୀ ଓଡିଆ ସମାଜରେ ରହୁଛ, ସପୋଜ ଆଣ୍ଡ you are supposed to wear a particular dress during suppose in your what is that ଯୋଉ ରଜ ଯୋଉ ଉତ୍ସବ ହୁଏ, but during in that your particular your function or your celebration you are having a western your dress, ସେଠିକାର ସମାଜର ଲୋକମାନେ ତୁମକୁ ଜଷ୍ଟ ପନିଶମେଣ୍ଟ ତ ଦେବେ ନାହିଁ କିନ୍ତୁ ନିର୍ଦ୍ଦିଷ୍ଟ ଭାବେ ନିନ୍ଦା କରିବେ, so these are your implicit by nature. Norms are further classified into your folkways and mores and laws. Norms are further classified in norms को हमें ताको तीन भाग करिवे, that is your folkways, mores and laws. Folkways टा कौन? Folkways are the informal rules which guide our action. For example, do not poke your nose when elder discuss something. Cover your nose when you sneeze. This is your folkways. ଏହା ହେଉଛି ମଧ୍ୟ certain rules attached with our your day-to-day activities. Mores are those folkways which are important for the welfare of the group. You know, your more is something different. It is focused or it is strong. These are your mores are those folkways which are important for the welfare of the group. Summer says when the relation of welfare is added to folkways, they are converted to your mores. আমার সামাজিক জীবনে কেতটা চলনি ଅଛି, କେତେଟା ସାମାଜିକ ନିୟମ ଅଛି, ତାହା ଯଦି ଏକ ସମାଜ ପାଇଁ ନିହାତି ଜରୁରୀ, ଏହା ସାମାଜିକ ମଙ୍ଗଳ ପାଇଁ ବା ସାମାଜିକ ଉନ୍ନତି ପାଇଁ ପ୍ରଗତି ପାଇଁ ଜରୁରୀ ବୋଲି ଆମେ ମନେ କରୁଛୁ, that is becoming your mores. And lodge is the another your strong your way of living or pattern of behavior. Lodge grows out of mores and have a rational element in them, or they are formally established rules. Mores are more strictly enforced than folkways, but less strictly enforced than lodge. Folkways ଟା ଏକ ସାଧାରଣ ଜୀବନ ଯାପନ ଶୈଳୀ ସହିତ ଆଟାଚ ଥିବା ନିୟମ କିଛି, ତାକୁ ଟିକେ ଷ୍ଟ୍ରଙ୍ଗ, ତାଠୁ ଟିକେ ଷ୍ଟ୍ରଙ୍ଗ ଯାହାକୁ ଆମେ କହୁଛୁ ମୋର୍ସ, ଏବଂ ସବୁଠୁ ଷ୍ଟ୍ରଙ୍ଗ ହଉଛି that is your lodge. Then let's see what is values about. Values. Values are the general guidelines regarding the conduct in society, unlike norms which provide specific conduct. Abraham defines it. Values are agreements. You know, these are your agreements. समाज प्रत्येक your member, प्रत्येक सदस्य, they used to agree with that particular way of living, that your conduct, and that becomes your values. This is your you can say a consensus among the your members of that particular society, so as to abide by this your rules and regulations. The values are agreements among members of the society as to what is desirable and what is undesirable. They are generalized standards that define what is good or bad, ugly or beautiful. ଏବଂ ଏହା ସମାଜ ତୟ କରିଥାଏ, ସମାଜର ଲୋକମାନଙ୍କ ସହମତିରେ ଏହା ସୃଷ୍ଟି ହେଇଥାଏ values ଗୁଡାକ, backed by a force that is called your society. The members they used to agree with all this your way of pattern of behavior, way of living. Then values are the way people conduct themselves in society. It reflects the orientations of individuals, groups towards achieving essential goals of society. For example, paying attention when national anthem is played, respecting elders is a value of the Indian society. So there are so many, you know, pattern of behavior achi, jahake that is your sanctioned by, backed by the your members of the society, ଏବଂ ତାକୁ ଆମେ ମାନିବା ପାଇଁ ବାଧ୍ୟ ହେଇଥାଉ. And you know, it reflects the orientations of individuals, groups towards achieving essential goals of society. And every society they used to have a particular set of your values, and the members of that particular society are supposed to follow all the your values in their day-to-day living. American value system is different from Indian value system. ଏବଂ ମୁଁ କହୁଥିଲି ଯେ ପ୍ରତ୍ୟେକ ସମାଜର ତାର ସଂସ୍କୃତି ଭିନ୍ନ ଭିନ୍ନ ଥାଏ. ଆମେରିକୀୟ ସମାଜର ସଂସ୍କୃତି, ଆମ ଭାରତୀୟ ସମାଜର ସଂସ୍କୃତି, ତାଙ୍କ way of living, ତାଙ୍କର focus, mores, laws, ଆମର focus, mores, laws, ଆମର values ଭିତରେ ଭିନ୍ନତା ଅଛି. Certain values are also given importance in a culture of over others. ଯେମିତି କି suppose like lamb Give the example of Papua culture in which contributing to the public goods is much more valuable than making a personal profit. And even your Eraso and Singh mention families, relatives, older generations as values forming basis of cultural criteria. So values, the people attach much more your particular your attentions to the values attached with a particular society, and all that values they use to guide their way of living and pattern of behavior. Then let's see the sanctions. Sanctions are penalties and rewards for social conduct of a person. ଆମେ ସମାଜରେ ଯେତେବେଳେ କିଛି ଭଲ କାର୍ଯ୍ୟ କରିଥାଉ ଆମର ୱେ ଅଫ ଲିଭିଂ accepted ଥାଏ ପ୍ରେସ୍କ୍ରାଇବ୍ ଆମେ ନର୍ମସ୍ କୁ ପ୍ରେସ୍କ୍ରାଇବ୍ ୱେ ଅଫ ଲିଭିଂ କୁ ଆମେ ଗ୍ରହଣ କରୁଛୁ ଆମେ ସାମାଜିକ ବୋଲି ଆମେ ଅନ୍ୟମାନଙ୍କ ଦ୍ୱାରା ପ୍ରଶଂସିତ ହଉଛୁ କିନ୍ତୁ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆମେ ଡିଭେଟ୍ କରି ଯାଉଛୁ ସେଇ ୱେ ଅଫ ଲିଭିଂ ରୁ ଆମକୁ ପନିଶମେଣ୍ଟ ଆମେ ଇନଭାଇଟ୍ କରୁଛୁ ନିନ୍ଦା ଅପବାଦ ଆମେ ଇନଭାଇଟ୍ କରୁଛୁ and that is your negative your reward that you are getting from your society. So sanctions are penalties and rewards for social conduct of a person. Sanctions can be both positive and negative. Conformity to a norm prescribe positive sanctions like rewards, praise. On the other hand, violations of a norm attracts negative sanctions like fines, imprisonment, etc. Among Lamb says that your the norms and sanctions in a culture reflects that culture's values and priorities. These sanctions and the most cherished values will be the most heavily sanctioned. The less critical matter will have light sanctions. Then we'll discuss a little bit on your the role of culture and your civilizations in the broader aspect. Culture is often contrasted with your civilization, सभ्यता एवं संस्कृति. For Afghan and your Nimka, civilization is the later phase of culture. It is highly developed organizations, a complex and more evolved form of culture. When the human society develops certain social and political organizations, it is called a civilization. ଏବଂ ପ୍ରତ୍ୟେକ ସଭ୍ୟତା ସହିତ ଏକ ସଂସ୍କୃତି ନିର୍ଦ୍ଦିଷ୍ଟ ଭାବେ ଜଡ଼ିତ ସଂସ୍କୃତି ତୁମର definitely they are going to be attached with a particular civilization. Culture is internal, but civilization is external, as it is external manifestations or the material aspect of the culture, such as the scientific and technological achievements. सभ्यता ହେଉଛି external, ଆମେ ତାକୁ ଆମେ ଦେଖିପାରିବେ ସଭ୍ୟତାର ବିକାଶକୁ ଆମେ ଆମେ ଦେଖିପାରିବେ material ତମର ଅନେକ ଗୁଡ଼ିଏ ଜିନିଷ ଆମେ ତାର ଡେଭଲପମେଣ୍ଟ ଆମେ ଦେଖିପାରିବେ ଆମେ କହିବେ ସଭ୍ୟତାର ବିକାଶ ହେଲା ଯେମିତିକି your like your scientific and technical achievements ଯଦି ବଢିଲା ଆମେ କହୁଛୁ ସଭ୍ୟତାର ବିକାଶ ହେଲା. So it is external by nature, but culture is something internal. Your Majumdar and Madan say that culture is the moral, spiritual, and the intellectual attainments of man. It stands for symbols and values, but civilization is secondary or it is something outside us. It is the sum total of the instrument of cultural life. So again, Tai says that civilization is the universal development of human being and society. Culture indicates particularity. Each person has their own culture. Civilization is a much broader concept as compared to culture, as it is spread beyond boundaries. एक difference हम एठी देखाइछि सभ्यता एवं संस्कृति भितरे सभ्यताटा कोन संस्कृति कोन. Although civilization is a broader concept than culture, but culture is often seen superior to civilization. Then we'll discuss an important here concept, that is cultural change. तो आम जो मु जस्ट टिके आगु आम डिस्कस करथिले जे संस्कृति रे परिवर्तन आस्था समय परिवर्तन सांगकु सामाजिक परिवर्तन सांगकु आमे अनेक गुडे परिवर्तन लक्ष्य करता संस्कृति माने वे ऑफ लिविंग रे अभी जस्ट मु टिके कहतली जे जो हमर जो जनरेशन गैप हुए माने कितरा जिंस ओल्डर जनरेशंस को भल लागुथो जाके तुमको भल लागु नै तुमे जहा करूछ ताहा समान को भल लागु नै जबकि दुए दी जन जगह रे समान ठीक अछि and that is your cultural change by सेमती आउची जो पे कि generations gap होची ideas belief practices thought attitude रे भिन्नता परिलक्षित होची जोति पे कि तांको सहित हमर generations gap हेवा स्वाभाविक अब वर्तमान तो आहुरी परिलक्षित होची जो यंग जनरेशन जो अछंती बा वर्तमान जो यूथ जो अछंती they are displaying something different behavior pattern, which is not your sanction, which is not your taken for granted by the your older generation. ଏକ ଭିନ୍ନ ଏକ ସମୟରେ ଭିନ୍ନ ସଂସ୍କୃତି ବହନ କରୁଥିବା ମଣିଷ ମାନଙ୍କୁ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ସମାଜରେ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ସଂସ୍କୃତି ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନର ସଂସ୍କୃତି ବହନ କରୁଥିବା ସହିତ ତାଙ୍କର ଖାପ ଖାଉନାହିଁ, and this is all due to your cultural change. Already we have discussed that culture is dynamic. Culture is dynamic. The element of culture change from time to time. In today's society, we see a lot of changes in the culture of society. There is a change in the eating habits, dressing pattern, type, education, caste, and your many changes which are imminent. Cultural changes occur due to innovation, diffusion, acculturation, and your assimilation. Co factors काम करते for your cultural change we'll see right now. Cultural changes occur due to innovation. Innovations ପାଇଁ ଆମର cultural change ହେଇଥାଏ, diffusion ପାଇଁ ହେଇଥାଏ, and your acculturations ଏବଂ assimilations ପାଇଁ cultural change ହୋଇଥାଏ. Let's see the cultural innovations କେମିତି ଆମର culture କୁ change କରୁଛି. Innovation is something which is newly created by someone. It may be a physical object or an your artifact or social in terms of rituals, stories, new ideas, new knowledge, etc. And all these innovations in this regard will definitely going to bring a change in your culture. For example, the carving on the temples, the delicate artistic works or the carving of the white marble of the Taj Mahal to the orbiting of satellite are all which are cultural innovations which we cherish. Innovations also happens when there is a modification on something that exists before it. ନୂଆ ନୂଆ your ଉଦ୍ଭାବନ, ନୂଆ ନୂଆ କିଛି ସୃଷ୍ଟି ଏହା ଆମର ସାଂସ୍କୃତିକ ଜୀବନରେ ପରିବର୍ତ୍ତନ ଆଣିଥାଏ ଏବଂ ସେଇ ପରିବର୍ତ୍ତନକୁ ଆମେ ପଜିଟିଭ ଚେଞ୍ଜେସକୁ ଆମେ ଗ୍ରହଣ କରିଥାଉ. Innovation is the most important element of your cultural change, as if there is no innovations, there cannot be diffusion, acculturations, and assimilations. Let's see what is cultural diffusion is all about. Cultural diffusion. Cultural diffusion is a process by which the elements of culture spread from one society to another, or it is the spread of culture traits from one group to the other. That is your cultural diffusion. When please someone please off your what is that video mode को टिके off करूँ. I don't not getting the name. What's the name? But I am just getting that your video. Please stop it. So cultural diffusion, that is your it is a process by which the elements of culture are spread from one society to another, or it is the spread of culture traits from one group to another. Then due to the development in transportation and communications and the movement of people from one place to another without restrictions, there is spread of culture in the form of food, dress, lifestyle, education, etc. ଯେହେତୁ ଏକ ଆଧୁନିକ ସମାଜରେ ମୋଡ ଅଫ ଟ୍ରାନ୍ସପୋର୍ଟରେ ଅନେକ ଉନ୍ନତି ଆସିଛି, ଲୋକମାନଙ୍କର ମୋବିଲିଟି ବଢିଛି, ଆଉ କୌଣସି ରେଷ୍ଟ୍ରିକ୍ସନ୍ସ ନାହିଁ. ତ ଯୋଉ ଲୋକମାନଙ୍କର ଏଇ ମୋବିଲିଟି ଯୋଗୁ ତାପରେ ଅନେକ ଗୁଡେ ରେଷ୍ଟ୍ରିକ୍ସନ ଯୋଉ ହଟିଲା, ଯିଏ ଯୋଉଠି ହେଲେ ସେମାନେ ତାଙ୍କର ଜୀବନ ଯାପନ କରିପାରିବେ, ସେଠି ସେଟଲ କରିପାରିବେ. ଏହା ଯୋଗୁ କଣ ହେଲା, ଯୋଉ ସଂସ୍କୃତିରେ ଆଦାନ ପ୍ରଦାନ ବଢିଲା ଏବଂ ଗୋଟେ ପାର୍ଟିକୁଲାର ଏକ ଗ୍ରୁପର ସଂସ୍କୃତି ଅନ୍ୟ ଏକ ଗ୍ରୁପକୁ ତାହା ଡେଇଁଲା, ପାର୍କୁଲେଟ କରିଗଲା ଏବଂ ଏହାକୁ ଆମେ କହୁଛୁ କଲଚରାଲ ଡିଫ୍ୟୁଜନ. Cultural diffusion happens at two levels: diffusion of material culture and diffusion of non-material culture. আমরা both যেତେବେଳେ diffuse করে ଗୋଟେ culture, ସେତେବେଳେ definitely both ତମର material ଏବଂ non-material culture ରେ ଏହା ଦେଖା ଦେଇଥାଏ. ଲୋକମାନେ ଅନୁକରଣ କରିଥାନ୍ତି ଏକ ନିର୍ଦ୍ଦିଷ୍ଟ ଏକ culture କୁ. You know, according to William F. Afgan, the elements of non-material culture are more resistant to change than the material culture. କିନ୍ତୁ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଗୋଟେ ସଂସ୍କୃତି, ଗୋଟେ ଗ୍ରୁପର ସଂସ୍କୃତି, ଗୋଟେ ପାର୍ଟିକୁଲାର ସମୂହର ସଂସ୍କୃତିରେ ଅନ୍ୟ ଏକ ସମୂହକୁ ତାହା ମାନେ ଡେଉଁଛି ବା ବ୍ୟାପୁଛି, ବା ଯେତେବେଳେ କିନ୍ତୁ ଏଇ କେସରେ ନନ୍ ମେଟେରିଆଲ କଲଚର ଟା ଇଟ୍ ଇଜ ମୋର ରେଜିଷ୍ଟାଣ୍ଟ, ସହଜରେ ଏହା ଗ୍ରହଣୀୟ ହୁଏ ନାହିଁ ବା ସହଜରେ ତାହା ବ୍ୟାପେ ନାହିଁ ବା ସହଜରେ ଯାଏ ନାହିଁ ସେ ଅନ୍ୟ ଏକ ଗ୍ରୁପକୁ. ଜବକି ମେଟେରିଆଲ କଲଚର ଟିକେ ବେଶୀ ସ୍ପିଡିଲି ଯାଏ. ଆମେ ଅନ୍ୟମାନଙ୍କର ପିନ୍ଧିବା ଷ୍ଟାଇଲ, ଅନ୍ୟମାନଙ୍କର ଖାଇବା ଷ୍ଟାଇଲ, ଅନ୍ୟମାନଙ୍କର ବିଭିନ୍ନ ଅନ୍ୟ ଯୋଉ ମେଟେରିଆଲ ଅବଜେକ୍ଟକୁ ଆମେ ଇଜିଲି ଜଲ୍ଦି ଆମେ ଗ୍ରହଣ କରିଥାଉ, କିନ୍ତୁ ତାଙ୍କର ଆଇଡିଆସ, ତାଙ୍କର ବିଲିଫ, practices तो ग्रहण करने पे हमको समय लगे तार जो डिफिजन जो हुए तार जो रेट ऑफ जो ये है एथरे नॉन मटेरियल कल्चर टा बेसी स्पीडीली तो जीवन है एज योर कंपेयर टू योर मटेरियल कल्चर according to Akbar that the material culture uh, your are your sorry the non-material culture are more resistant to change than the your material culture जोथिपाई कि हमर कल्चरल लैक हुए कल्चरल लैक कोन जे आमे दीटा एक अछि हम पकरे नॉन मटेरियल एवं मटेरियल कल्चर आमे बहन करूछु सेतरो मटेरियल कल्चर जल्दी तमरा चेंज हेबो नॉन मटेरियल कल्चर हेबो नै जेमति कि आमे ଆମର ପରିବର୍ତ୍ତିତ ଦୁନିଆ ସହିତ ଆମେ ଆଧୁନିକ ହେଇଯାଉଛେ ଆମର ଚାଲି ଚଳଣି ଆମର ଖାନା ପିନା ତମର ଗୀତ ବାଦ୍ୟ ସବୁଥିରେ ଚେଞ୍ଜ ହେଇଗଲାଣି କିନ୍ତୁ ଚିନ୍ତାଧାରା ସେତେ ଏଟା ଚେଞ୍ଜ ହେଇପାରୁନି ଆମେ ସେଇ ଭାରତୀୟତା ଆମ ଭିତରେ ଆମେ ରଖିଛୁ ତ ଏଇ ଯୋଉ ଗ୍ୟାପ ହେଇଗଲା ଏପଟେ ମେଟେରିଆଲ କଲଚର ଧାଇଗଲା ଜୋର ସେ ତାର ଚେଞ୍ଜ ହେଇଗଲା ଏପଟେ ନନ୍ ମେଟେରିଆଲ ଆସ୍ପେକ୍ଟ ଟା ସେଟା ହେଇପାରୁନି ତ ସେ ଭିତରେ ଗୋଟେ ଗ୍ୟାପ ହେଇଗଲା and that is called your cultural lack ଯାହା ପରୀକ୍ଷାରେ ଆସେ how do you mean by cultural lack so Akbar that he refers the term cultural lag to refer to the maladjustment in which non-material culture fails to adjust to the rapidly changing material condition. It is their maladjustment जो कि देखा दिए ये जो मेटेरियल और नॉन मेटेरियल कल्चर रो तांकर जो चेंज जो स्पीड जो फॉर एग्जांपल it is difficult to adapt to a western culture and accept foreign ideas than to accept foreign technology ଆମେ ଯେତେ ଜଲ୍ଦି ଗୋଟେ ଫରେନ୍ ଟେକ୍ନୋଲୋଜି କୁ ଆକ୍ସେପ୍ଟ କରିଛୁ ସେତେ ଜଲ୍ଦି ଆମେ ଫରେନର୍स ମାନଙ୍କର ଆଇडिଆସ୍ କୁ ଇଏ କୁ ଆମେ ଗ୍ରହଣ କରି ପାରୁନା we accept technology much faster as it makes our life much easier but we are unable to change our ways of life accordingly तो ଆମେ ସେ ଅମୂର୍ତ୍ତ ଜିନିଷ ଗୁଡାକୁ ବା ଯୋଉ that is your non material aspect को ଆମେ ସେତେ ଜଲ୍ଦି ଆମେ ଚେଞ୍ଜ କରି ପାରୁନା ଯେତିକି ଜଲ୍ଦି ଆମେ ଚେଞ୍ଜ କରି ଦଉଛୁ ଆମର material aspect को then in fast changing society cultural lag is very prominent as a change in one aspect will bring stress and strains in other parts there is a time lag before the other part of the culture catches up and restores the equilibrium in society and this is called your enemy this sometimes disturb the balance of society and brings enemy ସେବେଳେ ଲୋକେ ଏଇ ଚେଞ୍ଜ କୁ ସହଜରେ ଗ୍ରହଣ କରିପାରନ୍ତି ଇଆଡେ ମ୍ୟାଟେରିଆଲ ଚେଞ୍ଜ ହେଇଗଲାଣି ଆମେ ଖାଇବା ପିଇବା ଆମର ଜୀବନ ଯାପନ ଶୈଳୀକୁ ଆମେ ଏକ ଭିନ୍ନ ଏକ ସଂସ୍କୃତିକୁ ଆମେ ଫଲୋ କରି ପକେଇଲେ କିନ୍ତୁ ଏପଟେ ଆମର ଚିନ୍ତାଧାରା ସେମିତିଆ ଅଛି ତ ଏଥିରେ କିଛି ଲୋକ ଏଇ ହଠାତ୍ ଯୋଉ ଚେଞ୍ଜେସ୍ ଆସେ ମ୍ୟାଟେରିଆଲ ଅବଜେକ୍ଟସ ରେ ମ୍ୟାଟେରିଆଲ ୟୋର କଲଚର ରେ ତା ସହିତ ଧାଇଁ ତ ଯାଆନ୍ତି କିନ୍ତୁ ତାଙ୍କର ନନ୍ ମ୍ୟାଟେରିଆଲ ଆସ୍ପେକ୍ଟ କୁ ସେମାନେ ସେଇ ସ୍ପିଡ ତାକୁ ଆଣିପାରନ୍ତି ନାହିଁ ତାଙ୍କର ଯୋଉ ବିଲିଫ ସିଷ୍ଟମ ଆଇଡିଆସ ଭ୍ୟାଲ୍ୟୁଜ ଏସବୁ ଜିନିଷକୁ ସେମାନେ ସହଜରେ ଚେଞ୍ଜ କରିପାରନ୍ତି ନାହିଁ ତ ସେଥିରେ ଏକ କେଓସ୍ ଏକ ଆସେ ଇମ୍ବାଲାନ୍ସ ଆସେ ସମାଜରେ ଏବଂ that is called your enemy this sometimes disturb the balance of society and brings enemy enemy is a concept coined by Emile Durkheim which refers to a condition in which the normative order of society is broken down ଆମେ ଯାକି ଆମେ ଭଲ ଭାବେ ଏବେ ଅନୁଭବ କରିପାରୁଥିବେ ଭାରତୀୟ ସମାଜ କ୍ଷେତ୍ରରେ ଏଇ ପାର୍ଟିକୁଲାରଲି ସିଚୁଏସନ୍स ଯୋଉଠି ମେଟେରିଆଲ କଲଚର ତମର ତାର ରାପିଡଲି ତାର ଚେଞ୍ଜ ହଉଛି ଏଇ ମେଟେରିଆଲ ମାନେ ଭୌତିକ ସଂସ୍କୃତିରେ ଆମର ଅନେକ ଗୁଡେ ପରିବର୍ତ୍ତନ କିନ୍ତୁ ଅଭୌତିକ ଏ କେସରେ नो you are not getting it so this your sorts of your enemy is seen in these situations there may be slight contradictions and confusion or a serious deterioration and disintegrations in society and that is the enemy and that is all due to your cultural change in your material aspect then we'll see the acculturation this is your one of the things related to your culture cultural diffusion brings with it the question of cultural contact when two cultures come into contact there is some interchange of ideas and culture leading to cultural diffusion but when the way of life of one culture is in the process of change under the influence of another culture it is called your acculturation ଯେତେବେଳେ ଏକ ନିର୍ଦ୍ଦିଷ୍ଟ ସଂସ୍କୃତି ଅନ୍ୟ ଏକ ସଂସ୍କୃତି ଦ୍ୱାରା ପ୍ରଭାବିତ ହଉଛି ଏବଂ in the process of change ଅଛି ଆମେ ତାକୁ କହୁଛୁ acculturation it may lead to either a least partial modifications of one culture or may result in substantial transformation ଏହା ଦ୍ୱାରା ए प्रोसेस रे एकुलचुएशन प्रोसेस रे जेतले गुटे संस्कृति अन्य एक संस्कृति को अनुकरण करुची अनुसरण करुची सेते बेले परवर्ती समय रे होय से कल्चर रे किछि पार्शियली मॉडिफिकेशन सही पारे किंबा टोटली टोटल ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन मध्ये होय जाय पारे in acculturations the minority culture still retains some of its cultural elements. The next your thing is your assimilation. Assimilation, it is the way in which one way of life is being displaced by another, or it is a process in which a minority group is absorbed into the dominant culture. For example, with the coming up of development projects leading to the clearance of forest, there are many tribal cultures which are getting displaced and the tribals are slowly getting assimilated into the society. ଯେତେବେଳେ ଏକ ନିର୍ଦ୍ଦିଷ୍ଟ ସଂସ୍କୃତି ବିଭିନ୍ନ କାରକ ପାଇଁ ୟୁ ନୋ ଦେ ଆର୍ absorbed ତାଙ୍କ ସଂସ୍କୃତି absorb କରିଯାଏ ଡୋମିନାଣ୍ଟ କଲଚର ଯେମିତି କି ଏଇଟା ସେ ଏକ୍ସାମ୍ପଲ ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି ଯେମିତି ଟ୍ରାଇବାଲ୍ସ ଙ୍କ କଥା ଟ୍ରାଇବାଲ୍ସ ମାନେ ଏକ ନିର୍ଦ୍ଦିଷ୍ଟ ଭୂଖଣ୍ଡରେ ଏକ ନିର୍ଦ୍ଦିଷ୍ଟ ଟେରିଟୋରୀରେ ଜଙ୍ଗଲ ଭିତରେ ପାହାଡରେ ବିଭିନ୍ନ ଉପତ୍ୟକା ମାନଙ୍କରେ ସେମାନେ ମେନ୍ ଷ୍ଟ୍ରିମ୍ ସହିତ ଆଟାଚ ନଥିଲେ ମାନେ ଏକ ନିର୍ଦ୍ଦିଷ୍ଟ ୱେ ଅଫ୍ ଲାଇଫ ସେମାନେ ବହନ କରୁଥିଲେ କିନ୍ତୁ ଡେଭଲପମେଣ୍ଟାଲ ଯୋଉ ପ୍ରୋଜେକ୍ଟ ଗୁଡାକ ଆସିଲା ତାଙ୍କୁ ଡିସପ୍ଲେସ କରାଗଲା ସେମାନେ ସେ ସବୁ ତାଙ୍କର ଯୋଉ ନିର୍ଦ୍ଦିଷ୍ଟ ଯୋଉ ୟୁନିକ୍ जो बिहेवियर पैटर्न बा तांकर कल्चर को भूली ସେମାନେ mainstream ସହିତ ମିଶିଲେ ଏବଂ ତା ସେମାନେ ट्रांसफॉर्म କରିଗଲେ and that is your assimilation. Then let's see the cultural diversity. We'll get some diversities in your culture also. So cultural diversity. A society is made up of your diverse cultures. It can be said that the culture of one society is distinct from the other society. The societal culture is a broad culture representing a society. But apart from the societal culture, there are different subcultures, countercultures, which occasionally lead to a culture shock. Then see what is your subcultures is all about. Subcultures, it is a culture within a larger dominant culture. That is your subcultures. In many complex societies, there are many subcultures. In India also, being a having a lot of diversities, we used to get cultures and your subcultures also. A subculture is a segment of society which shares a distinctive pattern of mores, folkways, and your values which differ from the pattern of the larger society. ଏକ ବୃହତ ସମାଜରେ ପୁଣି ଛୋଟ ଛୋଟ ଗ୍ରୁପ ଏବଂ ସେ ଗ୍ରୁପ ମାନଙ୍କର ଏକ ନିର୍ଦ୍ଦିଷ୍ଟ ସଂସ୍କୃତି that is subculture. That subcultures are not partial or miniature cultures but are complete cultures which are unique to a particular social group. Give the example of your ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି ତମର Abraham the culture of your Todas. He gives the example of the Todas of Nilgiri, Nayars and Ajvas of Kerala, Rajput of Rajasthan, Bodos of Assam have cultures of their own. Like a larger society or part is a social group and they used to have their own unique way of living. And that is your a particular culture and that is not your culture, rather it is your subculture within a group. For him, the distinct subcultures also evolve around occupations, political parties, etc. Apart from this, there are your deviant subcultures which are associated with your criminals, gangs, the mafias, drugs addicts. They used to also form their own your way of living. A particular way of living is seen among these your what that mafias, the gang, the drug addicts, the criminals, and that is a subculture which make them different from your larger society. In American society, there may be New Englanders, your Texans, etc. When you talk about subcultures, one issue that has gained prominence is your youth culture. ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ଆମେ subculture ଦେଖୁଛେ ଆଜିକାଲି ତା ହେଉଛି youth culture. Youth subculture implies that young are socialized into a type of values, standards, and a certain type of behavior pattern that distinguishes it from the adult society. ଆଉ ଯୋଉଥିପାଇଁ କି ତ ଆମର generations gap ହୁଏ କାରଣ they used to have their own your culture. And that subculture that ଯାହାକି ତାଙ୍କୁ ଅଲଗା କରି ରଖେ broader ତମର adults your society. ତାପରେ another term that is used, that is your count. Though there are different subcultures in society, these subcultures of a particular group are always not compatible with the dominant culture. Some subcultures challenge the prevailing culture and contrast the prevailing culture. So they are taken as your counter cultures. ଯେତେବେଳେ ଏକ ନିର୍ଦ୍ଦିଷ୍ଟ ସବକଲଚର ଏକ ଲାର୍ଜର ସୋସାଇଟିର ଏଷ୍ଟାବ୍ଲିଶ୍ଡ କଲଚରକୁ ସେ ତମର ଚ୍ୟାଲେଞ୍ଜ କରୁଛି ଏବଂ କଣ୍ଟ୍ରାଷ୍ଟିଂ ତାର ଫିଚର୍ସ ଆମେ ଦେଖୁଛୁ ସେଥିରେ ଆମେ କହୁଛୁ ଦିସ୍ ଇଜ କାଉଣ୍ଟର କଲଚର୍ସ ଫର ଏକ୍ସାମ୍ପଲ a group of dacoits have their own norms and standards which differ from the conventional prevailing patterns. The countercultures are very popular among the youth who generally find it difficult to cope up with the dominant culture which is shared by older generations. ଆମେ जो यूथ जो सब कल्चर अच्छी डोमिनेंट जो एडल्ट जो रोचंती तांकर कल्चर तो संपूर्ण भिन्न अटे जाके ए यूथ कल्चर टा यहा चैलेंज करछि it has some your contrasting your features which is not your as per the your expectations of your adult people the adult society जोति ପାଇଁ कि अनेक गुडे contradictory remarks अनेक गुडे तांका भितरे एक revolutionary एक attitude देखिया को मिले by the youth जो माने कि हमारा established केतरा सिस्टम को चैलेंज करथान so in some countries an exclusive youth culture is being formed consisting of a youth population. This happens due to a lot of factors like the growing importance of technology, emergence of political radicals, hippie culture, etc. These are some of the factors responsible to have another your counter culture or the your subcultures that challenge the your what is that the established your adult your society. Another example of a new counterculture that surfaced in Great Britain in 1968, where the skinheads, who were young people with your shaved heads, upon spotted tattoos, steel-toed shoes, who had very less expectations of being a part of your mainstream society. जैसे hippie culture, जाके विभिन्न movies में उनको देखने को मिले. That is a particular your subculture, your counterculture adopted by the your youth. जो माने कि तांकर समय कटेबे म्यूजिक रे एडिक्शंस थिबो अल्कोहलिक इंटॉक्सिकेशन सब बोले तांकर ये थिबो वे ऑफ लाइफ ता बहुत हापाजर्ड ओके ऑल दैट इज योर हिप्पी कल्चर they championed racist ideologies and even engaged in vandalism violence and even murder. The deviant subcultures can be appropriately called countercultures. These the subcultures which are deviant from your dominant culture that you can say it is your counterculture. Then we'll see another your term that is your culture shock. Shock, you are shocked by something. Culture shock. When people come across a unfamiliar culture and are unable to cope up with it, they suffer maladjustment. In these situations, they face a cultural shock. ଆମେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଏକ ନିର୍ଦ୍ଦିଷ୍ଟ ସଂସ୍କୃତିକୁ ଏନକାଉଣ୍ଟର କରୁଛୁ and it is beyond our expectation କେବେ ଜାଣିନୁ ଏମିତି ବି ହୁଏ ସେତେବେଳେ ଆମେ ସକ୍ ହେଇଯାଉଛୁ ଯେ ଏମିତିଆ ବି ୱେ ଅଫ୍ ଲାଇଫ୍ ଅଛି ବିହେଭିୟର ପାଇଁ ସେତେବେଳେ ଆମେ ସେଠି କରୁଛୁ ଆମେ କଲଚରାଲ ସକ୍ ହଉଛି ଆମକୁ as our society has many subcultures we may not be aware of all of them and when we confront the ways of living of some other cultures we get disoriented. For example, when you go to a foreign country we may come across a particular way of life which is different from ours and that is your culture shock. Then we'll go through some other terms that is your ethnocentrism. Ethnocentrism, then your cultural relativism and your multiculturalism. Ethnocentrism, ଏହା ହେଉଛି ଏକ that your ଏକ ଟର୍ମ ଯାହାକି ତାର ଅର୍ଥ ହେଉଛି ନିଜ ସଂସ୍କୃତିକୁ ଅଗ୍ରାଧିକାର ଦେବାର ଏ ଯୋଉ ଭାବନା ଅଛି ତା ହେଉଛି ethnocentrism. So when we think that our culture is superior to others and this your thought this particular your ideas it is called your ethnocentrism. The term ethnocentrism was coined by William Graham Summer to refer to a feeling. It's a feeling that one's culture is always superior to other cultures. ଆମେ କହୁଛୁ ଓଡ଼ିଆ ସଂସ୍କୃତି ଅନ୍ୟ ସଂସ୍କୃତିଠୁ ଭିନ୍ନ ଏବଂ ଉଚ୍ଚ ମାନର ଅଟେ ଆମେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ବାହାରକୁ ଯାଉଛୁ କହୁଛୁ ଆମେ ଭାରତୀୟ ସଂସ୍କୃତି ଉଚ୍ଚ କୋଟିର ଭାରତୀୟ ସଂସ୍କୃତି। ଏଇ ଭାବନା ହଉଛି ଏଇଟାକୁ ଆମେ ଏଥନୋସେଣ୍ଟ୍ରିଜିମ୍। Ethnocentrism is the technical name of this view of things in which one's own group is the center of everything and all other are scaled and rated with reference to it. Your summer further says that it leads people to exaggerate everything in their focus which different them from others. On the basis of this feeling, other cultures are judged in relations to one's own culture. The South Indian feel that their culture is superior to North Indian. ଆମେ ଆମେ କହୁଛୁ ଆମେ ଓଡିଆ ଆମର ସଂସ୍କୃତି ବିହାରୀ ସଂସ୍କୃତି ଉଚ୍ଚ କୋଟିର ଅଟେ, ନାଇଁ ଓଡିଆ ସଂସ୍କୃତି ଆମର ପଞ୍ଜାବୀ, so we feel superior so far our culture is concerned and you are compared to other your social culture. Thus, similarly, people still feel that Africa is a country only inhabited by primitive tribals and is a dark continent. Ethnocentrism gives rise to a feeling of superiority in the sense that we judge other cultures as wrong rather than just the other or the other way. Ethnocentrism sometimes may lead to xenophobia or the fear of the foreign. এবং ଏହି ethnocentrism ଯୋଗୁଁ that lead to your xenophobia. We ଆମେ ସବୁବେଳେ ଗୋଟେ under estimate ଆମେ କରିଥାଉ to other cultures. Then cultural relativism. What is this term? Cultural relativism. Short questions paare. तो ଆପଣ ଏଇ ସବୁ ଟର୍ମ କୁ ଟିକେ ବୁଝିଥାନ୍ତୁ, ୱାନ୍ସ ଯଦି ବୁଝିଗଲା ପରେ then you can write of your own in your own language. So it is a process in which we evaluate a culture by its own standard or in its own context rather than from our own cultural lens. Abraham says that every element of the culture has a functions unique to the group which shares the culture. Many customs and practices in a culture should not be judged as right or wrong, good or bad, but are to be understood in terms of their function. ଆମେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଏକ ତୁଳନାତ୍ମକ ଏକ ଧାରଣା ସୃଷ୍ଟି କରିଥାଉ ଗୋଟେ କଲଚର ସମ୍ବନ୍ଧରେ, ସେ କଲଚର ଟୁଟା କେନ୍ତା ଏଇଟା କେନ୍ତା ତାର ପରିପ୍ରେକ୍ଷୀରେ କେନ୍ତା, ସୋ ଆମେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ରିଲେଟିଭଲି ଆମେ ଜଜ୍ କରିଥାଉ ଗୋଟେ କଲଚର, then it is called your cultural your relativism. Many Americans wonder why the Indian farmers refuse to eat their cows even if they starve. Cultural relativism may lead to your genocentrism, which is the opposite of your ethnocentrism. Genocentrism is the belief that other cultures is superior to one's own culture. ଏବଂ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆମେ ରିଲେଟିଭିଜମ ଆମେ ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ କରିଦେଉ ଗୋଟେ କଲଚରର, ସେତେବେଳେ ଆମକୁ ଲାଗେ ଯେ ଆମ କଲଚରଠୁ ଅନ୍ୟ କଲଚର ମାନେ ଆହୁରି ଭଲ ହେଇଥିବେ। ତ ଏହା ଦ୍ୱାରା this your feeling, that is your genocentrism gets started. Then another term that is called your multiculturalism. Multiculturalism and Indian context तो यहाँ निश्चित भावे will get this your particular your term multiculturalism because we are multiracial country. যেটি multiracial রইলে মানে অনেক প্রজাতি আসিলে এটি established করে গেলে অনেক প্রজাতি আসিলে মানে তার নির্দিষ্ট এক সংস্কৃতি বহন করিকি আসিলে অনেক গুলো সংস্কৃতির মিক্স আপ ହେଇକି ଆମେ পরবর্তী সমୟରେ we became a museum of cultures, particularly in India. So we see this your term multiculturalism. So a multicultural society is we have to understand what an ethnic group is. In today's society there is the existence of multiple ethnic groups. Ethnic groups, you know, ethnic groups ଏକ ନିର୍ଦ୍ଦିଷ୍ଟ ସଂସ୍କୃତି ଏକ ନିର୍ଦ୍ଦିଷ୍ଟ ଭାଷା କହୁଥିବା ଏକ ନିର୍ଦ୍ଦିଷ୍ଟ ଏକ ପ୍ରଜାତୀୟ ଗୁଣ ବହନ କରୁଥିବା ଲୋକମାନଙ୍କୁ ଆମେ କହୁ ଏକ ethnic group. Okay, in India we used to find so many your ethnic groups having their own culture with them. Ethnic group is a community of people who share a common cultural background or they share certain common characteristics such as race, language, religion, etc., which differentiates them from other groups. Sociologist defines multiculturalism as a legal and political accommodations of the ethnic diversity. ଯେତେବେଳେ ଏ ଡାଇଭର୍ସ ଯୋଉ ଏଥନିକ ଗ୍ରୁପ ଅଛନ୍ତି ସେମାନେ કે ଗୋଟାଏ ପାର୍ଟିକୁଲାର ଏକ ସୋସାଇଟିରେ ମିଳିମିଶି ରହୁଛନ୍ତି ଏବଂ ଡାଇଭର୍ସିଫାଏଡ କଲଚର ମ୍ୟାନିଫେଷ୍ଟ ହଉଛି, ଆମେ କହୁଛୁ ଯେ ନାଇଁ the society used to have your multiculturalism. The socialist says multiculturalism emerged in the West
as an attempt at replacing the older form of ethnic and racial hierarchy with the ideas of democratic your citizenship. Abraham again says that it is a principle of coexistence of different cultures which foster understanding and appreciations of different cultures. That is a multiculturalism. It is the cohabitations of the your different racial groups, different ethnic groups with your different cultures ଏବଂ ସେମାନେ ସେ ଏକ diversified ଏକ what is that condition ରେ ମଧ୍ୟ they are displaying the unity, and we find this your multiculturalism in a particular your country or in a particular society. A multicultural society is often equated with a salad bowl. It is just like your salad bowl. In India also, you find different your people living your different culture. It's just like your salad bowl in which all communities retains their distinct identities as opposed to a melting pot. The cultures that are not melted, they used to retain their individuality, individual identity as like your salad bowl. It is not like your melting pot in which the majority culture follows of, of a minority culture. So multiculturalism in recent times has become a highly debated concept with people questioning whether a multicultural society is possible. It's possible somehow. Then we'll see a factor that is globalization and it impacts on your culture. ଆମେ ଗ୍ଲୋବାଲାଇଜେସନ କିଛି ମାତ୍ରାରେ ନିଶ୍ଚୟ ବୁଝିଥିବେ ଏହା ହଉଛି ଏକ ସାମାଜିକ ପରିବର୍ତ୍ତନ ପ୍ରକ୍ରିୟା ଯୋଉଥିରେ we are just moving to your one world one economy open market you know ବିଶ୍ୱାୟନ ଯୋଉଥିରେ ସାରା ବିଶ୍ୱ ନିକଟତର ସବୁ ଦେଶ ନିକଟତର ହେଇଗଲେଣି and your so far ଏହା ଦ୍ୱାରା କଣ ହଉଛି the exchange of your technology, exchange of your goods, exchange of your trade and commerce, everything with exchange of your technology, exchange of your what is culture also. So everything is now possible. So globalization has your foster this your multiculturalism. Globalization is associated with the integrations of the world, with the markets breaking open the barriers across nation states in terms of flows of trade, finance, technology, knowledge, culture, and even movement of people. So this is the your what we can say the a good your what is that function of your globalizations and improvement in transportations and communications and a global contact between cultures led to the transmission of values, ideas, meaning, and even movement of the people around the world. The phenomenon of your globalization has brought in significant changes in the economy, politics, culture, etc. And the global cultural flow. So the globalization has your contributed in a positive way so far your assimilation of culture is concerned, and you can find the your multiculturalism around the your world and in different society. And now we'll see the cultural diversity in India. The Indian society is very diverse and extremely complex. We'll see the little bit how the cultural diversity do exist. The Indian society is very diverse and extremely complex. The Indian society had covered a span of 5,000 years since the year period of its past known civilization. And during this period, several waves of immigrants representing different ethnic strains and linguistic families have merged into its population to contribute to its diversity, richness, and vitality. ଏବେ just ଟିକେ ଆଗରୁ କହୁଥିଲି ମୁଁ ଯେ ଯୋଉ ପ୍ରଜାତୀୟ ଯୋଉ ଆଗମନ ହେଲା ଏଠି ସେମାନେ ଭିନ୍ନ ସଂସ୍କୃତି, ଭିନ୍ନ ଭାଷା, ଭିନ୍ନ ବହୁତ ଗୁଡେ ଭିନ୍ନତା ବା ବିବିଧତା ନେଇକି ଆସିଲେ ଏବଂ ମର୍ଜ କରିଗଲେ ଆମ ପପୁଲେସନ ସହିତ ଏବଂ in great extent we were influenced by those people, their culture ଏବଂ cultural diffusion our assimilations ଆମ ସହିତ ରହିଲା. The Indian society consists of a large number of languages, dialects, beliefs, rituals, customs, and traditions. It has 22 national languages and 100 dialects. ଆମେ ଏବେ ଦେଖିବା ଯେ କେମିତିଆ ସାଂସ୍କୃତିକ ଏକ ମହାନ ପରମ୍ପରା ସୃଷ୍ଟି ହେଇଛି ଭାରତ ବର୍ଷରେ due to this your what is that ଯୋଉ ବିଭିନ୍ନ races ଆସିଲେ. It is one of the most religiously and ethnically diverse nations of the world. There are even many languages which are still now not even recognized. That the state of Nagaland itself, there are 19 languages. religious faith include Hinduism, Islam, Christianity, Sikhism, Buddhism, so many religions that we are getting right now. Even your Judaism and even Baha'ism. And then each state has their unique rituals, rules, customs, etc. Indian society is also characterized by sharp contrast or inequalities. On the one hand, there are very rich people, the elites, who are comparatively smaller in number, and on the other hand, there are vast majority of people who are poor or the working classes. In the middles are certain classes called your middle classes. So we used to find so many this your diversified your people having your diversified your culture and traditions. ଯାହାକି ଆମର ଏକ ସଂସ୍କୃତିରେ ଆମକୁ ଦେଖିବାକୁ ମିଳେ ଭାରତୀୟ ସଂସ୍କୃତିରେ. Moreover, the Indian society is also a home to a number of tribal communities who have their distinct your cultural identity and heritage. These diversities can be attributed to the existence of different your cultural traditions like the classical, folk, and the tribals. In other words, these traditions can be divided into your little traditions and great traditions. The concepts coined by Robert Redfield, these little traditions are unwritten and are transmitted orally. On the other hand, great traditions are your written traditions and are found in your literature and your religious text. And though in the present context there has been much overlap between traditions and there has been an interactions between the two traditions. So diversified culture, cultural assimilation, diffusion, ethnic group ମାନଙ୍କର existence ଭାରତ ବର୍ଷରେ ଏହା ସୃଷ୍ଟି କରିଛି ଏକ cultural diversity in India and ସେଥିପାଇଁ ଏକ ଆମେ କହୁ ଯେ ଭାରତୀୟ ସଂସ୍କୃତି ଏକ ମହାନ ସଂସ୍କୃତି ଯାହାକି ଅନେକ ଗୁଡ଼ିଏ ସଂସ୍କୃତିକୁ ତା ଭିତରେ ସମାହିତ କରିକି ସେ ରଖିଛି. Then in spite of these your diversities in the Indian society discussed above, the Indian society is characterized by unity, and this unity in diversity has become a part of India's self-identity. India is a secular state and has a constitution which ensure that the identities of different communities are preserved. ସେଥିପାଇଁ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆମର କନଷ୍ଟିଟ୍ୟୁସନ ଇନେକ୍ଟ ହେଲା ସେତେବେଳେ ପ୍ରଥମ କଥା ଦେଖାଗଲା ଯେ ଯେହେତୁ ଅନେକ ଗୁଡ଼ିଏ ପ୍ରଜାତୀୟ ମିଶ୍ରଣ ଏଠି ହେଇଯାଇଛି, ଅନେକ ଗୁଡ଼ିଏ କଲଚର ସେଠି ଅଛନ୍ତି, କଲଚରାଲ ବ୍ୟାକଗ୍ରାଉଣ୍ଡ ଥିବା ଲୋକ ଅଛନ୍ତି, ଅନେକ ଭାଷା ସବୁ କିଛି ଅଛି, ତେଣୁ ସେମାନଙ୍କୁ ପ୍ରିଜର୍ଭ କରିବା ପାଇଁ ସ୍ୱତନ୍ତ୍ର ଦୃଷ୍ଟି ଦିଆଗଲା କନଷ୍ଟିଟ୍ୟୁସନରେ. Moreover, the different facets of culture like religion, music, art and architecture, painting, dance and drama, habits and customs have contributed to the unity and integration of your India. Thus, despite different your diversity, cultural diversity, we are able to maintain your communal harmony, your social solidarity, and social integration. The Indian society has witnessed a lot of your invasions. Moreover, globalizations, privatizations, and globalizations also has ushered in a lot of changes. ଅନେକ ଗୁଡ଼ିଏ changes जो ଆମର जो ସଂସ୍କୃତି ଆମେ ଦେଖିବାକୁ ପାଉଛୁ, that is due to your industrializations, rapid growth of urbanizations, then your globalizations as a whole. But these have not led to the disintegration of the Indian society. କିନ୍ତୁ ଏସବୁ ହେଲା ପରେ ମଧ୍ୟ ଆମେ ଆମର ୟୁନିକ୍ ଆମର ଇଣ୍ଡିଆନ କଲଚର କୁ ଆମେ ଧରିକି ରଖିପାରିଛେ ଏବଂ that is the greatness of your Indian culture. It can be said that despite a lot of diversity, dissent, protest, there is an underlying unity derived from its unique culture, which is the cornerstone of your Indian society. Now, let's see the next unit. This unit will highlight or will give you the details of your social groups and your community. Community. This is one of the another your basic concept of your sociology, community. This unit is going to give us a definition of community, to identify the basis and your elements of community, to explain the relation between community and association, to discuss the characteristics of community. Then we'll also discuss your social groups, primary groups, your secondary groups, in group, out group, reference group. Okay, we'll discuss about the social groups. କାରଣ ମଣିଷ ଜନ୍ମଠୁ ମୃତ୍ୟୁ ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ଅନେକ ଗୁଡ଼ିଏ ସୋସିଆଲ ଗ୍ରୁପ୍ସର ଟଚ୍ରେ ଆସୁଛି. Some are primary, some are secondary, ଏବଂ ଏଇ ଗ୍ରୁପ୍ସ ଗୁଡ଼ାକ they have different role to play. Socializations ଠୁ ଆରମ୍ଭ କରି different needs ମାନଙ୍କୁ fulfill କରିବାରେ ଏଇ ଗ୍ରୁପ ମାନଙ୍କର ଭୂମିକା ଅଛି. Human being is a social animal. From your birth to your death, they are going to have association with your different your smaller group, your bigger groups. So you can see your some primary groups, some secondary groups. ଯୋଉଥିରେ ତାର ଅନେକ ଗୁଡ଼ିଏ ଅବଜେକ୍ଟିଭ ତାର ଫୁଲଫିଲ ହେଉଛି ତାହା ଡିସ୍କସ୍ ହେବ and first of all we'll discuss your community. Wherever the members of any group, small or large, live together in such a way that they share not this or that interest but the basic conditions of a common life, we call that group a community. ଏକ ନିର୍ଦ୍ଦିଷ୍ଟ ଭୂଖଣ୍ଡରେ ଏକ ନିର୍ଦ୍ଦିଷ୍ଟ ସଂସ୍କୃତି ବହନ କରୁଥିବା ଏବଂ ଏକ ନିର୍ଦ୍ଦିଷ୍ଟ ଏକ ଜୀବନ ଯାପନ ଶୈଳୀର ଅଂଶୀଦାର ହୋଇଥିବା ଏକ ସମୂହକୁ ଆମେ କହିବୁ ସମୁଦାୟ। ଏହା ହେଉଛି ତାର ଓଡ଼ିଆ ଡେଫିନେସନ। ଏକ ନିର୍ଦ୍ଦିଷ୍ଟ ଟେରିଟୋରୀରେ ଭୂଖଣ୍ଡରେ ବସବାସ କରୁଥିବା ଏକା ପ୍ରକାର ଜୀବନ ଯାପନ ଶୈଳୀ ବହନ କରୁଥିବା ଏବଂ ସେହି ଜୀବନ ଯାପନ ଶୈଳୀର ଏକ ଅଂଶୀଦାର ହୋଇଥିବା ସମସ୍ତ ସମୂହ ତାକୁ ଆମେ କହୁଛୁ ଏକ ସମୁଦାୟ। ଏବଂ you'll find a lot of your communities in India ଯାହାକୁ ଆମେ ସମୁଦାୟ ବୋଲି କହୁଛୁ। They used to share a common life. A community is essentially an area of social living. It is marked by some degrees of social coherence. Thus, community is a circle of interwoven relationship. Within the range of a community, the members may carry on their economic, political, religious, educational, and other activities. Hence, community is the total organization of social life. It is the total organization of social life within a defined social space. That may be village, that may be tribe, or city, or your district. Then, just a little bit about your group that we are going to cover in this your particular unit. Group means a collection of human beings who have social relationship with one another. ଆମେ ସାମାଜିକ ସମୂହ କାହାକୁ କହିବା ଯେତେବେଳେ ଏକ ବା ଏକାଧିକ ଏକ ଇଣ୍ଡିଭିଜୁଆଲ୍ସ ସେମାନେ they will live together, communicate କରୁଥିବେ, ତାଙ୍କ ଭିତରେ ସାମାଜିକ ସମ୍ପର୍କ ରହିବା କଥା। ଯେତେବେଳେ ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ସାମାଜିକ ସମ୍ପର୍କ ରହିବ ନାହିଁ ଆମେ ତାକୁ ଏକ ସାମାଜିକ ସମୂହ କହିପାରିବାନି। ଯେମିତି ଏକ୍ସାମ୍ପଲ ତମେ ବସରେ ଯାଉଛ 60 ଲୋକ ବସରେ ବସିକି ଯାଉଛ, you covered 100 kilometers କିନ୍ତୁ ତାପରେ ଓହ୍ଲେଇ ପଡିଲ ଯେ ଜାଗାଠୁ ପଳେଇଲା, ତମେ ଯୋଉ ବସରେ ଯୋଉ ରହିଲ ତମେ ତାକୁ ଆମେ ସାମାଜିକ ସମୂହ କହିବେ କି? नो। କିମ୍ବା ରାସ୍ତା କଡ଼ରେ ଲୋକ ମ୍ୟାଜିସିଆନ ମ୍ୟାଜିକ ଦେଖୁଛି ତାକୁ ଭିଡ ହେଇଛନ୍ତି 200 ଲୋକ, ଆମେ ତାକୁ ସାମାଜିକ ସମୂହ କହିବେ କି? नो। Unless and until they will not communicate, they will not have any social relationship. ଯେତେବେଳେ ସେମାନେ ଗ୍ରୁପର ଆମେ ଅଟୁ ବୋଲି ତାଙ୍କ ଭିତରେ ସେ particular consciousness ରହିବ ନାହିଁ, we cannot say that is a social group. So group means a collection of your human beings who have social relationship with one another. Social relationship involves some degree of reciprocity as well as your awareness of your mutuality. On the basis of this criterion, many of these divisions of a populations that are sometimes named social groups may not be so. For a general understanding, we regard any collections of two or more individuals to be a group whose members identify and interact with each other in a personalized manner. That can be said as your social group. Then ଆମେ ଡିଟେଲ ପଢିବେ এই ଗ୍ରୁପ ମାନଙ୍କ ସମ୍ବନ୍ଧରେ ରିଗାର୍ଡିଂ ଦ ପ୍ରାଇମେରୀ ଗ୍ରୁପ, ସାମାଜିକ ସମୂହ ଗୁଡ଼ିକ, ପ୍ରାଥମିକ ସାମାଜିକ ସମୂହ, ଗୌଣ ସାମାଜିକ ସମୂହ, ତାପରେ ରେଫରେନ୍ସ ଗ୍ରୁପ, ଇନ୍ ଗ୍ରୁପ, ଆଉଟ ଗ୍ରୁପ ଡିଟେଲ ପଢିବେ। ପ୍ରଥମେ ଆମେ ଦେଖିବା ଯେ ହ୍ୱାଟ ଇଜ କମ୍ୟୁନିଟି। କମ୍ୟୁନିଟି ତ ସମୁଦାୟ, ମୁଁ ଜଷ୍ଟ କହୁଥିଲି ଏକ ନିର୍ଦ୍ଦିଷ୍ଟ ଭୂଖଣ୍ଡରେ ବସବାସ କରୁଥିବା, ନିର୍ଦ୍ଦିଷ୍ଟ ସଂସ୍କୃତି ବହନ କରୁଥିବା, ଏକ ସାଧାରଣ ଜୀବନ ଯାପନର ଏକ ଅଂଶୀଦାର ହୋଇଥିବା ସମୂହ, ଯେଉଁମାନେ କି ସମୂହ କିଛି ମାତ୍ରାରେ ସେମାନେ କିନସିପ୍ ଗ୍ରୁପ ହେଇଥାନ୍ତି ବା ବ୍ଲଡ ରିଲେଟେଡ ଥାନ୍ତି, ତାକୁ ଆମେ ସମୁଦାୟ କହିଥାଉ। ପ୍ରତ୍ୟେକ ଏକ ନିର୍ଦ୍ଦିଷ୍ଟ ଏରିଆରେ ଆମେ ଏକ ନିର୍ଦ୍ଦିଷ୍ଟ ସମୁଦାୟ ଆମେ ଦେଖିବାକୁ ପାଉ। ସାନ୍ତାଳ ସମୁଦାୟ, ଭିଲ୍ ସମୁଦାୟ, ଓକେ, ପରଜା ସମୁଦାୟ, ଧୀବର ସମୁଦାୟ। So you get so many your community all around. ଯଦିଓ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ତାହା ସେତେ ମାତ୍ରାରେ ପରିଲକ୍ଷିତ ହେଉନାହିଁ due to your development, your transportation, your job opportunities, ତାପରେ occupational ତମର ଇଏ ହେଲାଣି, କିନ୍ତୁ ଏକ କମ୍ୟୁନିଟି ଏକ ନିର୍ଦ୍ଦିଷ୍ଟ ଭୂଖଣ୍ଡରେ ଏକ ନିର୍ଦ୍ଦିଷ୍ଟ ପ୍ରକାର ଏକ ସଂସ୍କୃତି ବହନ କରୁଥିବା, ଏକ ସାଧାରଣ ଜୀବନର ଅଂଶୀଦାର ହେଇଥିବା, କିଛି ମାତ୍ରାରେ ଷ୍ଟ୍ରଙ୍ଗ ୱି ଫିଲିଂ ଥାଏ ତାଙ୍କର ଏବଂ ୱି ସେଣ୍ଟିମେଣ୍ଟ, ଆମ ଲୋକ, ଆମ ସମୁଦାୟ, ଏମିତି ଏକ ଭାବନା ତାଙ୍କ ଭିତରେ ଥାଏ जहाँकि परस्पर को कोऑपरेट करने साहाଯ୍य करे परस्पर को कोऑपरेट करते अनेक गुटे ऑब्जेक्टिव्स को फुलफिल करते एंड दे आर वेरी सीरियस अबाउट देयर कम्युनिटी एंड कम्युनिटी फीलिंग था सो कम्युनिटी it is a social group with some degree of we feeling and living in a given area. One definition. Second is community is the smallest territorial group that can embrace all aspects of social life. Another definition, it is a group of social beings living a common life, including all the infinite variety and complexity of relations which result from that common life which constitute it. Next, let's see your characteristic of community. That is, all communities need not be self-sufficient. Some communities are all inclusive and independent of others. Among primitive people, some communities of no more than 100 persons, which are almost isolated. But modern communities, especially large ones, are much less self-contained. Economic and political interdependence rather than kinship and family relationship is a major characteristic of our modern communities. However, communities, that is your a group, a social group having their own identity and your a coherent your group. So what are your characteristic of a community? आमे काहाकू community कहबे को लक्षण थिबो कथा नहीं it should have a definite your territory एक निर्दिष्ट भूखंड रे बसवास करतो एक समूह that is your definite territory then population must be there so as to constitute that particular community then your close social relationship एही community रे तांकर we feeling था and they used to have a जो strong bond केमि संभव है due to your primary relationship face to face relationship यहाँ था फेस टू फेस कंटाक्ट था क्लोज प्रोक्सिमिटी था जो भितर एक एक बॉन्ड क्रिएट होता है तमें से कम्युनिटी संबंध में किसी कहि परिबने तमें सपोज से कम्युनिटी संबंध काई गुटे लोक को कहलो एंटायर कम्युनिटी आसे तांकर जे कोनसी सपोज जिंस को तमें किसी क्षति पहुंचैलो माइट बी सीन जो कि अत्यधिक प्रतिपत्ति एवं हाईली तुम्हारा व्हाट इज दैट इन्फ्लुएंशियल लोक है कि मध्ये द पीपल द बॉलीवुड स्टार्स लाइक सलमान खान एंड अदर्स देख समाने ये कोई प्लेस माने भील समुदाय तांकर जो गुटे ग्रुप अछंती से जो कम्युनिटी अछंती तांकर जो आराध्य जो पशु को से मारी पकेले दैट योर बोधे डियर ब्लैक बॉक डियर जो कि से कम्युनिटी को आघात पहुंचला तांकर जो सिंबलिक देवता को से मारले बोली एवं या से केस को सुप्रीम कोर्ट रे दैट या हमर धर्मीय भावना को आघात पहुंचेची एवं हमर तो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन हमको ये कैपेबल करछि दैट हमें भारत वर्ष रे बीइंग ए सेक्युलर कंट्री डेफिनेटली वी शुड हैव टू रेस्पेक्ट ऑल द योर रिलीजियस एक्टिविटीज रिलीजियस जहां भी किछि अछि जो में कि still they are unable to get it from that particular case so they used to have a strong bondage within themselves close social relationship तांको थाए then cultural similarity is must definitely रहबो तापरे we feeling थे तांकर एवं organized interactions था then in spite of these expansions of the community to the dimensions of the nations and the world the smaller communities still remain as viable units the nation or the world state does not eliminate the village or neighborhood though they may be changed in character as social beings we need smaller as well as the largest circles of community for our existence and so as to satisfy or fulfill our all needs then let's see basis of community the mark of a community is that one's life may be lived wholly within it one cannot live wholly within a business organization or a church one can live wholly within a tribe or a city the basic criterion of community then is that all of one's social relationship may be found within it a community then is an area of social living listen it is an area of social living marked by some degree of social coherence the basis of community are your locality community sentiment these are your most important basis of your community that is your locality and community sentiment what is locality a community always occupies a geographical area टिका कहते एक निर्दिष्ट भूखंड एक निर्दिष्ट टेरिटोरियल एरिया रे बसवास करथुबा एक निर्दिष्ट संस्कृति बहन करथुबा एक निर्दिष्ट एक क्लोज प्रॉक्सिमिटी एक सामाजिक संपर्क रखि पारुथुबा साधारण जीवन यापन शैली अंश होइतिबे समाने ଏବଂ ଏହା ହିଁ ତାଙ୍କ ଭିତରେ ଏକ କମ୍ୟୁନିଟି ସେଣ୍ଟିମେଣ୍ଟ ସୃଷ୍ଟି କରିଥାଏ, ଯୋଉଥିପାଇଁ ସେମାନେ ବେଶୀ କ୍ଲୋଜ ହେଇଥାନ୍ତି। ତ ଲୋକାଲିଟି ଏକ ଅହମ ଫ୍ୟାକ୍ଟର ଯାହାକି ଏକ କମ୍ୟୁନିଟିକୁ ଇଏ କରିଥାଏ, and it is your naturally build up ଏକ association କୁହାଯିବ community କୁ. It is not an association, rather you can say it is your a social group. A community always occupies a geographical area. Locality is the physical basis of community. Even a nomad community, a band of gypsies, for example, has a local, though changing habitations. At every moment, its members occupy together a definite place on the earth's surface. Most communities are settled and derive strong bond of solidarity from physical proximity. We just କହୁଥିଲେ ଏ ଯୋଉ physical proximity, ଯୋଉ ଶାରୀରିକ ସାନ୍ନିଧ୍ୟତା ତାଙ୍କର ଯୋଉ ରହୁଛି, ତାହା ତାଙ୍କ ଭିତରେ କ୍ଲୋଜ ବଣ୍ଡ ସୃଷ୍ଟି କରୁଛି, ଷ୍ଟ୍ରଙ୍ଗ ବଣ୍ଡ ଅଫ ସୋଲିଡାରିଟି ସୃଷ୍ଟି କରେ। ଆମ ଅଞ୍ଚଳ, ଆମ ଲୋକ, এই ପ୍ରକାର ଏକ ଭାବନା ତାଙ୍କର ଥାଏ। ତ ଅଞ୍ଚଳ ଏଇ ଲୋକାଲିଟିଟା ଏକ ବଡ଼ ଫ୍ୟାକ୍ଟର ଭାବେ ଉଭା ହେଉଛି। A group of people from a community only when they begin to reside in a definite locality. In contrast with society, a community is to an extent locally limited. They are locally limited group. Living together facilitates people to develop social contacts, gives protection, safety, and security. Most communities are settled and derive from the conditions of their locality a strong bond of solidarity. However, to some extent, this local bond has been weakened in the modern world by the extending facilities of your communications. ଯାହାକି ଟିକେ ଆଗରୁ କହୁଥିଲେ, এই ପ୍ରକାର ଏକ ସାମୁଦାୟିକ ମନୋଭାବ ବା ଏକ ଷ୍ଟ୍ରଙ୍ଗ ସଲିଡାରିଟି ଆଜିକାଲି ଆଉ ଟିକେ ଦେଖିବାକୁ ମିଳୁନାହିଁ। This is especially apparent in the penetrations into rural areas of dominant urban patterns. जो urban patterns of living start କରିଦେଲେ, ଆମ ଭିତରେ ଅନେକ ଗୁଡ଼ିଏ heterogeneity, ଆମର ଯୋଉ homogeneity ନାହିଁ, heterogeneity ଆସିଗଲାଣି। ତେଣୁ ଏଇ ଯୋଉ ଷ୍ଟ୍ରଙ୍ଗ ବଣ୍ଡ ଅଫ ସଲିଡାରିଟି ଏହା ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ଆଧୁନିକ ଯୁଗରେ ଦେଖିବାକୁ ମିଳୁନାହିଁ। Again, this is especially apparent, but the extensions of communications is itself the conditions of a larger but still territorial community. Now, another most important what is that factor, that is your community sentiment. परीक्षा से short questions, what is community sentiment? People occupying, it is a sentiment, that we belong to a particular community. I am the member of a particular community. এবং এই কমিউনিটি ସେଣ୍ଟିମେଣ୍ଟର ଝଲକ ଦେଖିବାକୁ ମିଳେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ବାହାରେ ଏକ ଦିଟା ମେମ୍ବର, ଦି ଜଣ ଲୋକ ଏକ ସେମ୍ କମ୍ୟୁନିଟିରୁ ସେମାନେ କୋଉଠି ଦେଖା ହେଇଗଲେ, ତାଙ୍କ ଭିତରେ ଏକ ୱି ଫିଲିଂ ଜାଗ୍ରତ ହେଉଛି, ସେମାନେ ତାଙ୍କୁ ସାହାଯ୍ୟ କରୁଛନ୍ତି। ଓକେ, so this is your community sentiment. People occupying specific local area which lack the social coherence necessary to give them a community characters in today's world. For example, the resident of a ward or district or a large city may lack sufficient contacts or your common interest to instill conscious identifications within the area. Such a neighborhood is not a community because it does not possess a feeling of belonging together. It lacks community sentiment. Locality, through a necessary condition, is not enough to create a community. A community is undoubtedly a common living. Community sentiments, a feeling of belonging together. It's a sentiment, a feeling of belonging together. The members develop a sense of we feeling. It means a kind of identifications with the group. Without a sense of your identifications, a sense of awareness, a sense of living and sharing some common interest in life, there cannot be any community. Then, what are the elements of community sentiment? Yeah, questions are say. Community sentiment. Community sentiment से कौन था? We feeling. We feeling. आमे भावना. आम लोक, आम अंचल, ए प्रकार का भावना. That is your we feeling that you get in your get as the elements of community sentiment. This is the feeling. What is we feeling? This is the feeling that leads men to identify themselves with other, so that when they say we, there is no thought of distinctions, and when they say ours, there is no thought of division. The we sentiment is found wherever men have common interest, and thus throughout group life, but it's revealed nowhere more clearly than where the interest is the territorial community. So we feeling, that is the important element of your community sentiment. Then another element is your role feeling that we used to get in your community. The feeling involving subordination to the whole on the part of the individual is fostered by training and habituations in your daily discipline of life, so that each person feel he or she has a role to play, his own functions to fulfill in the reciprocal exchange of your social sense. So in a community, definitely every your members, they used to have this your feeling that that is a role feeling. They are what is that? They think that we have a role to play for the development of your community and within the community. Then your dependency feeling. Dependency feeling, what is that? This refers to the individual sense of dependence upon the community as a necessary conditions of his own life. That is your dependency feeling. This involves both the physical dependence, since his or her material wants are satisfied within it, and a psychological dependence, since the community is the greater home. Then let's see the in this discussion, definitely we get a, particular definitions of your community as a whole. What we can say community? Community is a grouping of people within a geographical area with a division of labor into specialized and interdependent functions within a common culture and a social system which organize their activities. Then, whose members are conscious of their unity and belonging to the community. That is all possible due to your we sentiment. And whose members can act collectively in an organized manner. And it is all about your community. Now, uh, we should have a the idea what is community and what is association. ଆମେ ସମାଜରେ ଆମେ ସମୁଦାୟ ଦେଖିବାକୁ ପାଇଥାଉ, ସଂଘ ମଧ୍ୟ ଦେଖିବାକୁ ପାଇଥାଉ. It is more than one people that constitute a particular community, more than one people constitute an association. So what is the basic difference between this association and your community? बहुत बड़ा difference ଅଛି between this your association and community. Let's see what is community and association. One of the most important division of social group is an association. ସଂଘ କାହାକୁ କୁହାଯାଏ? କିଛିଟା ନିର୍ଦ୍ଦିଷ୍ଟ ଆବଶ୍ୟକତାକୁ ପୂରା କରିବା ପାଇଁ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଲୋକମାନେ ସ୍ୱେଚ୍ଛାକୃତ ଭାବେ ଏକ ସାମାଜିକ ସମୂହ ଗଠନ କରିଥାନ୍ତି, ତାହା ହେଉଛି ସଂଘ. ଆମେ କ୍ରିକେଟ ସଂଘ ଦେଖୁଛେ, ଆମେ ସାହିତ୍ୟ ସଂଘ ଦେଖୁଛେ, ଅନେକ ଗୁଡ଼ିଏ ସଂଘ, ଏବଂ ଆମେ ସମାଜରେ ଅନେକ ଗୁଡ଼ିଏ ସଂଘର ଅଂଶୀଦାର ହେଇଥାଉ according to our so as to fulfill our needs. ଏବଂ ଏହି ସଂଘ ଗୁଡ଼ିକ ପରବର୍ତ୍ତୀ ସମୟରେ ଭାଙ୍ଗିଯାଏ. ସମାନ ପ୍ରକାର ଆୟୁ ମୁଖ୍ୟ ରଖୁଥିବା, ସମାନ ପ୍ରକାର ଆବଶ୍ୟକତା ପୁରା ମାନେ ଅନୁଭବ କରୁଥିବା ଲୋକମାନେ, ସେମାନେ ଲାଇକ୍ ମାଇଣ୍ଡେଡ୍ ଲୋକ, ସେମାନେ ଆସନ୍ତି ଏବଂ ସେମାନେ ଏକ ସଂଘ ସୃଷ୍ଟି କରନ୍ତି. ସେଥିରେ କିଛି ନୀତି ନିୟମ ଦ୍ୱାରା ସେମାନେ ପରିଚାଳିତ ହେଇଥାନ୍ତି ଏବଂ ସଂଘ ହୁଏତ ସେ ଆବଶ୍ୟକତା ଗୁଡ଼ିକ ପୁରା ହେଇସାରିଲା ପରେ ତାହା ଭାଙ୍ଗି ଯାଇପାରେ, କିନ୍ତୁ କମ୍ୟୁନିଟି ନୁହେଁ. ସମୁଦାୟଟା ହେଉଛି ପ୍ରାକୃତିକ ଭାବେ ଉଭା ହେଇଥିବା ଏକ ସାମାଜିକ ସମୂହ. So let's see. An association is a group of people united for specific purpose or a limited number of purposes. Such is an army or a school, the object of which is to defend the nation or to impart knowledge. A community, on the other hand, is a permanent social group embracing a totality of ends or purposes. In contrast with an association, the life of the members of a community is wholly lived unit. Here, they find all their social relations, while outside it, there is little but they need. That is your about your community, which totally differs from an association. The task of deciding whether a group is a community or an association is not always easy. The greater the plurality of ends of an association, the nearer it approaches the concept of community, though that may never be reached. କେବେ ଏକ ସଂଘ ଏକ ସମୁଦାୟ ହୋଇପାରେ ନାହିଁ, ଯଦିଓ ଆମେ କହିବା ଯେ ସମାନ ଆଭିମୁଖ୍ୟ, ସମାନ ପ୍ରକାର ଆବଶ୍ୟକତା ଉପଲବ୍ଧି କରୁଥିବା କିଛି ଲୋକ ଯଦି ମିଶିକି ସେମାନେ ଏକ ଗ୍ରୁପ ଫର୍ମ କରନ୍ତି ଏବଂ ତାହା ଯଦି ଲଙ୍ଗର ପିରିୟଡ ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ବି ଯଦି ଏକ୍ଜିଷ୍ଟ କରେ, ଆମେ ତାକୁ ଏକ ସମୁଦାୟ ବୋଲି ମଧ୍ୟ କହିପାରିବେ ନାହିଁ. ନେଭର. They are rather ethnical groups within which certain social and religious interests are satisfied, but owing to the dependence of these groups one on one another and on the larger provincial or national unit, they cannot fulfill the definition of a community. For the same region, a religious community or an ashram cannot be strictly called a community, though it is large is self-contained. Yet, many of the utopian communities of the USA in pioneer times and not a few Indian villages may be considered as real communities in such a manner that the inhabitants of your community live a simple, self-contained life separated from the rest. So this is your clear-cut your difference between your community and your association. Now we'll discuss little bit your social group. ମଣିଷ ଏକ ସାମାଜିକ ଜୀବ ଭାବେ ଏକ ସାମାଜିକ ସମୂହରେ ରହିଥାଏ, ଯାହାକୁ ଆମେ ସୋସାଇଟି ବୋଲି କହୁଛୁ, ଏବଂ ସେହି ସମାଜରେ ରହି ସେ ସମାଜରେ ମଧ୍ୟ ତାର ଜନ୍ମଠୁ ମୃତ୍ୟୁ ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ସେ ଅନେକ ଗୁଡ଼ିଏ ଅନ୍ୟାନ୍ୟ ସାମାଜିକ ସମୂହମାନଙ୍କ ଟଚ୍ରେ ଆସେ, ଯେଉଁମାନେ କି ଅନେକ ଗୁଡ଼ିଏ ଭାଇଟାଲ ରୋଲ୍ ପ୍ଲେ କରିଥାନ୍ତି। এই ସାମାଜିକ ସମୂହ ଗୁଡ଼ିକ ହୁଏତ ଛୋଟ ହେଇପାରନ୍ତି, ଯେମିତିକି ପରିବାର କିମ୍ବା ବିରାଟ ସାମାଜିକ ସମୂହର ସେମାନେ ଅଂଶୀଦାର ହେଇଥାନ୍ତି, ଯେମିତିକି ଗୋଟେ ଲେବର ୟୁନିୟନକୁ ନିଆଯାଏ, ଗୋଟେ ୱାର୍କର୍ସ ୟୁନିୟନକୁ ନିଆଯାଏ, ଗୋଟେ ଫ୍ୟାକ୍ଟ୍ରିରେ ହେଉଥିବା ସେ ଗୋଟେ ମେମ୍ବର ସାର। ତ ଜୀବନ ଦଶା ଭିତରେ ଲାଇଫ ଟାଇମ ଭିତରେ he used to encounter, he used to have so many your social groups, which may be smaller one, which may be your larger one. तो जो स्मॉलर टाକୁ ଆମେ କହୁଛୁ those are your primary groups, ସେମାନେ କି ବହୁତ ଭାଇଟାଲ ରୋଲ ପ୍ଲେ କରନ୍ତି ଅନେକ ଗୁଡ଼ିଏ ମୁଖ୍ୟ ମୁଖ୍ୟ ଆବଶ୍ୟକତା ପୂରା କରିବା ପାଇଁ। then also they used to have some your secondary groups, ଯେଉଁମାନେ କି ମଧ୍ୟ ଅନେକ ଗୁଡ଼ିଏ ଆବଶ୍ୟକତାକୁ ପୂରା କରିଥାନ୍ତି, but it is sure that in the your lifespan, the people, the individual used to have a close association with your social groups. What is social group? Any number of people, larger or smaller, between whom such relations are discovered that they must be thought of together, then it is called a social group. ଏକ ସାମାଜିକ ସମୂହ, ଏକ ବା ଏକାଧିକ ଲୋକ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଏକାଠି ରୁହନ୍ତି, କମ୍ୟୁନିକେସନ ଦ୍ୱାରା ତାର ସାମାଜିକ ସମ୍ପର୍କ ସୃଷ୍ଟି ହୁଏ, ଏବଂ ଯେତେବେଳେ ସେ ସମୂହର ସଦସ୍ୟମାନେ ପୁରା କନସିୟସ୍ ଥାନ୍ତି ଯେ ଦେ ଆର୍ ଦ ମେମ୍ବର୍ସ ଅଫ ଦ୍ୟାଟ ଗ୍ରୁପ, then you can say that that is a social group. ଏବେ ମୁଁ ଜଷ୍ଟ ଟିକେ ଆଗରୁ କହିଥିଲି ଯେ ରାସ୍ତା କଡ଼ରେ ମ୍ୟାଜିକ ଦେଖୁଥିବା ଲୋକ କିମ୍ବା ରାସ୍ତା ସାଇଡରେ ଗୋଟେ ଦୁର୍ଘଟଣା ହେଇଛି, ଅନେକ ଲୋକ ଜମା ହେଇଛନ୍ତି, that cannot be said as your social group unless and until they are not conscious of that they are the part of that social group. A social group may be thought of as a number of persons, two or more, who have some common objects of attention, who are stimulating to each other, who have common loyalty and participate in similar activities. Then a group is an aggregate of individuals which persist in time, which has one or more interests and activities in common, and which is organized. That is a social group. A social group is a given aggregate of people playing interrelated roles and recognized by themselves or others as a unit of interactions. That's a social group. Then କେତେ ପ୍ରକାର ଆମେ ଗ୍ରୁପ ପାଇବେ, so କେତେ ପ୍ରକାର social group ପାଇବେ according to your size, according to your kind of contact, ତାପରେ types of relationship କୁ ନେଇକି, concepts କୁ ନେଇକି ଆମେ ଅନେକ ଗୁଡ଼ିଏ ଆମେ ଦେଖିବାକୁ ପାଇବେ ଆମର social group in the society। ଯେମିତି କି ବିଭିନ୍ନ ପ୍ରକାର ଗ୍ରୁପ ଅଛନ୍ତି। Based on different criteria, there are different groups that we used to get in the society, that some sociologist gives your emphasis to your base, like your that your size, your contact, and your relationship। ଯେମିତି କି on the basis of your structure, your DUIT has your classifies the social group into your involuntary group, voluntary group, and your delegate groups. CHQA divides groups into two types, namely primary group and secondary group, on the basis of the kind of contact. Then your Giddings also classifies group into genetic or congregate on the basis of the type of relationship. These sorts of groups that you used to find in the society. Then Summer makes a distinction between the in-group and out-group on the basis of your consciousness of kind. Then your Hassan also classifies groups on the basis of their relations to the other groups, that is your unsocial group, pseudo-social group, pro-social groups. They are your different sorts of groups that you used to find in the society, having their your individual your roles they are playing towards your satisfying different needs of your human being. Miller divides social group into a horizontal and vertical groups. There are some of the groups that you used to find. Then, what is primary group and secondary group? That primary group प्राथमिक समूह गुड़िक जो एक छोट समूह समाज रे जोठी संख्या बहुत कम मेंबर्स मान संख्या बहुत कम जोठी दे आर समाउ ब्लड रिलेटेड थांती मध्ये समूह सदस्य माने तांका भितरे फेस टू फेस तांकर संपर्क था रिलेशंस था क्लोज प्रॉक्सिमिटी था एवं से भाइटल रोल प्ले करते मनुष्य अनेक गुडी आवश्यक पूरा करबा जेमते कि प्राथमिक समूह बा प्राइमरी ग्रुप का एग्जांपल ला फैमिली. So the primary groups. Then again, we used to have your secondary groups in our your day-to-day life. गौण समूह गुड़ी हम पाई था जोटा कि जो मेंबर संख्या बहुत बेसी. So let's see the primary group. The size of the primary groups is small. Secondary groups is bigger. There exists a personal and intimate relationship among members of a primary group, while the relations among the members of the secondary group is relatively impersonal. There is much face-to-face communications among members of the primary group, whereas in the secondary group, the members have little face-to-face communication. So these are the some of your basic, your characteristic or the features of your different groups. The members have a strong sense of loyalty of we feeling in a primary group, but in case of secondary group, anonymity prevails. Then, in a pode exam, what are the differences between the primary group and secondary group? Important one. आपको अपना नोट कर रखी पाइबे ये रखी जानतो जे एटा पढ़ी पारे एग्जाम. Then your informality is most common in a primary group. The group usually does not have a name, officers, or regular meeting place, but in secondary groups, such formality prevails. Primary groups are relationship oriented, but secondary groups are goal oriented. एक निर्दिष्ट आवश्यकता पाई गौण समूह गुड़िकर गठन होता है किंतु प्राथमिक समूह गुड़िक नो तांकर जो परिवार रो तार कोन गोल ता होचे इट इज द योर कॉमन गोल से मानक जे केमिति परिवार रो उन्नति हेबो सब मेंबर्स मान सब नीड्स को सैटिस्फाई पारिबो ओवरऑल तांकर ग्रोथ एवं डेवलपमेंट को समान देखांती. In primary groups, the relations are inclusive, and that is why the absence of one person cannot fulfilled by another. Inclusiveness of relation is not found in secondary groups, and therefore a person can very easily be substituted for another. So you can say that once a member of a particular your primary group or more than one member, if they shifted to other places, then you will not find your primary groups. You cannot substitute a member in a primary group, but it can be possible in your secondary group. Being the your will get your secondary relations there, your goal based or goal oriented your that group. एक निर्दिष्ट किसी स्वार्थ पूरण ପାଇଁ ସେମାନେ ସେ particular group को जेतु गठन करथांती. So it is not necessary that you can substitute. Then group decisions are mere traditional and non-rational in primary group, while in secondary group decisions are more rational and the emphasis on your efficiency. The position of a person is fixed according to his or her birth order and age in the primary group, but in your secondary group it is fixed according to the roles in the secondary group. In the secondary group you find the status and your role according to their ability and efficiency, but in case of primary group no, according to age and birth they are given. Then another group that we used to get in your society is your task group. Task group is a group, they are task oriented, works are being managed by them. It is a group. Some groups are neither clearly primary or secondary, but are intermediate with some feature of each. That is your task group. There are your small groups as like your primary groups formed to do some tasks or set of tasks. They may be your work teams, committees, or any panel of many sorts. They are your task group. Then we also find the in group and out group. In group ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆମେ ଏକ ନିର୍ଦ୍ଦିଷ୍ଟ ଏକ ଗ୍ରୁପ ର ମେମ୍ବର ଅଟୁ ଆମ ପାଇଁ ଆମ ସେଇ ଗ୍ରୁପ ଟା ହଉଛି in group, ଅନ୍ୟ ମାନଙ୍କ ଗ୍ରୁପ ଆମ ପାଇଁ out group community. So these twin terms in group and out group were introduced by your Samath to refer insiders in a we relationship in contrast with outsider to the relationship. Samath used the term in group in his book your focus କହିଛନ୍ତି there are some groups to which I belong, my family, my religion, my university, my clique, my profession, your nation. Any group which proceed with the pronoun my, that is in group. These are in group because I feel I belong to them. There are other groups to which I do not belong, other families, other your occupation, other races, other nationalities, other religions, that your these are out groups, or I'm outside them. That is in group and out group concept. Then another thing, that is your reference group. Reference group refers to any group accepted as model or guide for our judgment and actions. Whenever ଆମେ ଏକ ଅନ୍ୟ ଗ୍ରୁପ କୁ ଆମେ ଏକ ମଡେଲ ବୋଲି ଚିନ୍ତା କରୁଛେ, that becomes a reference group for us. ଯେମିତି କି in case of Sanskritization ଯେତେବେଳେ ହେଇଥିଲା, ଏବେ ତ time ନାହିଁ, ନହେଲେ otherwise we can ଆମ discussion କରିପାରିଥାନ୍ତେ। Sanskritization ରେ ମଧ୍ୟ ଏଇ reference group ର ବହୁତ ମହତ୍ଵ ରହିଥିଲା। ଯେତେବେଳେ ଗୋଟାଏ ଗ୍ରୁପ ଅନ୍ୟ ଏକ ଗ୍ରୁପ କୁ ରୋଲ ମଡେଲ ବୋଲି ଭାବୁଛି ଏବଂ accordingly ତାଙ୍କର ସବୁ କିଛି କୁ ଅନୁକରଣ କରୁଛି, ଯୋଉଥିପାଇଁ କି ଏକ ରିଫର୍ମେସନ ଆସୁଛି way of living ରେ। Reference group refer to any group accepted as model or guided for our judgment and actions. A reference group may not be an actual group, it may even be an imaginary one. Any group is a reference group for someone, and this your conception of it, which may or may not be realistic. Then your vertical and your horizontal groups. That is, a vertical group consists of members from all walks of life. That is your vertical group, while a horizontal group consists of mainly of members from the one social class. That is your horizontal one. Occupational groups of doctors, electricians, engineers are example of the first, while caste groups are example of vertical groups. Then your there are other groups also, voluntary and involuntary groups, so far the membership is concerned. Then your contractual and non-contractual groups, and institutional and non-institutional groups. Just I repeat that your institutional groups are those which functions through rituals, symbols. But in your non-institutional group, that is your it is very contrast to that, like your picnic party. That is your non-institutional groups. Thus, I concluded my your class today. Pankaj sir, are you hearing me, sir? Dear students, any queries? Do you want to ask anything? Are you getting me, learners? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Any queries? Anything?
No, sir. No, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Then, Pankaj sir, ଆପଣ ଅଛନ୍ତି କି? Okay then. So, thank you, learners. I hope ଏ class ଟା ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଟିକେ insight ଏକ understanding ଦେଇଥିବ regarding your community culture. What is your remark, students? What is your what is that? Oh, you can say that your point of view.
ठीक है, sir.
It's okay. Then,
Okay.
thank you everyone, and
Thank you, sir.
we'll meet again by 16 and 17 for the next class, so as to complete your unit 10, 11, 12, and 13. Okay. So see you in the next 16 and 17.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you.
हेलो
हाँ,
नमस्कार सर सर कालीठू यूनिट जो सेकंड सेमिस्टर जी 132 टा स्टार्ट हबो
हाँ, पांडे सर तो जस्ट କିଛି ସମୟ ଆଗରୁ ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟିଂ ରେ କହିସାରିଥିଲେ ଯେ କାଲିଠୁ 132 ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ ହବ ଏବଂ ୟାର ଯୋଉ ବାକି ଯୋଉ ୟୁନିଟ୍ ଗୁଡାକ ରହିଲା ମୋର ଯୋଉ ମୁଁ ଯୋଉ ପଢଉଛି ବିଏସସି ୟୋର 131 ଏଇଟା ସରି ବିଏସସି ୟୋର ଏଇଟା ତାକୁ ଆମେ 16 ଏବଂ 17 କୁ ଆମେ କମ୍ପ୍ଲିଟ କରିବୁ। ଠିକ ଅଛି?
ठीक अछि
ଥ୍ୟାଙ୍କ ୟୁ।